Okay, let's get this going, get everything all set up here. Hopefully I'm sounding good and I'm coming through. Oh my goodness, there are already so many people in here hanging out. Look at this! Hey everybody, sorry I'm a little bit behind. Yeah, you'll have to excuse the 3 minutes. I had to do a quick computer update, which is always so much fun. I love it when that happens, but we are pretty much ready to get down into business here, folks. I hope you guys are looking forward to continuing the streak here. As soon as I get myself settled, I will go ahead and catch up on the chat, see what I'm missing, see what's happening, see what the folks are saying. All right. Right quick, guys, just an audio check. Let me know, volume, everything's sounding good. We happy to be here. Let's go ahead and take a look. I see Beaveries has updated his profile picture, along with Joplin as well. Turbo Leg, good to see you, man. Good to see ya. We're back, fellas. Ladies, gentlemen, and every single person on the planet Earth. We are gonna get into the action. Six Eyes. Ooh, wow. Oh my god, look at everybody in here. The whole crew. We got Fish Andrews, K Donnie, my main man Mighty, the #1 chatter. Dade, Mr. Pokemon Box himself. You have a feeling it's going to be skiddies all the way to 100, Joplin? I hope so. Mighty getting some good Ribbon Master action. Love to hear it, man. Rich! Good to see you, Rich. I know it's running a little late there for you, pal, so here we go, man. I hope you're having a good one. Japanese copy of Emerald for Joplin to get some more Battletower action. Love to hear it. Good to see you in the chat, Jose. I know, once again, it's getting a little late for you guys, but I appreciate you being here. Beavery's looking slick with the Vileplume there. Twisted Motive swinging in. Oh my goodness, we got KT in here. Of course, Don's my big pal. Big himself, Don Anya. Audio's good, everything's sounding good. All right. A little Canadian, though, for your liking, eh, Rich? Jake the Snake! The Filthy Snake. Jake, how's that build going for you, man? Everything working out? I know you were doing some builds over the week here. All right. KT, good to see you as well. Okay, guys. Michael Gomez swinging in. Hit the like, he says. I agree with Mike. Let's hit a like for Mike, is it? All right. Okay. Let's get the properties of this going. So I am back up to 42, guys. I got myself back up after last stream's devastation, but we made it back all the way up to 42. Things are looking good. Today's going to be the day that we break the streak. 66 is the best we've seen on the stream so far, and I got a feeling we're going to go above that today. So no further ado, let's hop in, let's get some action going, and let's get after it, eh? We are gaming. Tonight we got this 100 wins. Oh, Joplin, it's going, buddy. We're going well. Oh, speaking of Joplin, really enjoyed your podcast episode with Nighthawk, man. I don't know if it's available to the public yet. I listened to it a little early just as a member of his channel, but if it is public and you guys enjoyed the podcast I did with Nighthawk, Joplin recently did one, so check that out. But let's get into this. Can I get a Blaziken counter? Oh, Beaveries, you know what? I think everyone needs a Blaziken counter in Gen 3. That thing is lethal. It is nasty. Oh man, it's so good to see everybody in here. I'm glad you guys are all coming out to enjoy some Rend action with me. Thanks, Fish Andrews. Yeah, we hit over 200. We hit 200 last stream. While I was live, someone came in and said, yeah, let me be 200. And I think that was just so cool to have had that happen while we were all hanging out, which is cool. All right, everyone. Everyone ready? First fight of the night. I got a feeling we're about to see a fighting chicken here. That's basically a fighting chicken. I'm taking that. I'm calling that a fighting chicken every day of the week. So something interesting about Dodrio, there's no world in which he ever deals with Oxide, so we're just going to get right into it. Today is the day. Okay. I'll start with an Iron D. An Iron Defense. Vanilla, you caught 6 by 31. Like, oh, shoot. I see what you're saying you did. So you did the what's it called? The roamer glitch, and you were able to get a maxed out Blaziken, eh? That's smart. I like that idea. That's really cool. Blaziken's nasty, especially having one for breeding, because Blaziken can breed with a lot of stuff. So that's actually going to be a nice piece of your repertoire, I guess you could call. Nice thing to have in the inventory. The podcast is public. Yeah, Beaveries, I agree. I enjoyed it a lot. It's nice to hear from someone who's more like, I don't want to say competitive oriented, because I also kind of think of myself as competitive, but for someone who has that goal and is able to take all the steps. Like mine is kind of, we're doing a little bit more vibes here than anything, but to see Joplin's strategies in every single step of his team building was really insightful, and it's kind of given me a different sort of thought process on how I have to approach this. Very insightful to have. Yeah, let's get rid of this fighting chicken. Good to catch you. I'm glad you're here, Rich. Really nice to see you. Bit busy Saturday. It was a good one. It was definitely a good stream on Saturday, Rich. Obviously, it was a little heartbreaking. You know, spoiler alert, we're back at 42 wins, so the 66 streak didn't hold up. However, I will say, I'm very happy with the way the team performed. You know, we got pretty unlucky losing the... It was like, we went all the way to 66, lost the streak. It was a bit of a longer stream, so I kept going. And I think we got up to like 47 or 48 or something like that. And then again, it was just a brutal team. I think it was like Blaziken, Machamp, Regirock is what took me out for the final rip. And it was tough, but we got so close because the team performed so well. But that's the way this is going to go. So you got to do what you got to do. Jose, you're in bed. Ah, sorry to hear that, man. Hope you're feeling better, pal. Yeah, it is getting around that time of year, especially come September. September is flu season for sure, so at least now you'll have the antibodies and you'll be ready for when all the grubby kids are running around. Yeah, I agree. It is kind of bogus, Adons. I hate getting sick, especially the flu, because, like, you get, like, fever dreams and you're always hot and cold at the same time. It's a pain. So Dusclops is kind of annoying. I'm thankful that we got all of our boosts set up, but this thing can have like Will-O-Wisp, Earthquake. It has so many good moves that are terrifying to deal with. Ah, I missed the Toxic too, eh? Let's see what we can get through here though. Joplin, you did the roamer glitch to get a Heracross with the Salac. If you don't have access to Coliseum and XD, that is I think it's probably the best and the easiest way to get those berries. So yeah, I've seen some people do that. Thankfully, I have the games and I've got all the berries I'll ever need, including the Starf berry, and there's another one you get from Emerald for being all gold. I got both of those, but I don't think they're really useful, unfortunately. So just nice to have, though. Nice to have for the collection. Mighty, it took you a week to get... Is that your Uxie contest stats? A new Omega Ruby with your Uxie on your team. Yeah, I'm right there with you, man. I think Oras, Mighty, was a solid remake, but Emerald is the peak of Hoenn, for sure. Rich, it was absolutely heartbreaking because you weren't here, pal. What am I going to do without my favorite Brit to cheer me on, eh? Vanilla, the Rhydon in the Ruby Battletower is extremely rare. Yeah, okay, and you know what else is cool? Vanilla Starter, something that I've noticed, Alakazam also gets Move Tutor moves. So what I think happened, and this is just pure speculation on my end, is I think that they took some of the moves that these Pokemon could learn in Stadium 1 and 2 and made sets with them in Emerald, or in Ruby and Sapphire. Because Alakazam is not supposed to have Fire Punch, but he does in here. Same thing with, like you mentioned, Rhydon with the Rock Slide, so it's pretty interesting to see that, eh? I have a feeling it's something to do with the way they had them set up in Stadium. This is the one. I got a good feeling. Beaveries, Blaziken took out 2 of your Pokemon with Flare Bullets. Ooh. Oh, but your Blissey lived. Nice. Very nice. So who's your team right now, Beaveries? Huh. Blissey? Is it Blissey Gengar Salamence that you're running? I can't remember. Jose, in the Southern Hemisphere, you are in the peak season. Okay. So for you guys right now, you're already back into it. See, that would explain why you're suffering. Yeah, Mighty, it's been pretty warm here on the east coast of Canada as well. Today was the first day where the sun hasn't been, like, out constantly and non-stop. So the heat wasn't too bad. Like, I had my AC running like crazy all day, and it's actually a little chilly in here, so I have a bit of a sweater on. But yeah, it's heating up, man. Groudon's definitely getting ticked off. My big issue is that I really like fishing, and without a good steady rainfall, it gets so hard to find good fishing spots where I'm at. So I really would prefer if Kyogre came out to hang out for a little bit instead of Gordo. Oh, Turbo Leg, you're in Coliseum right now. Very nice. So, something about Coliseum that I always thought was really funny is that, like, the main bad guy throughout the big story, Nazgour, I think his name is, he looks straight out of Kingdom Hearts. Like, this guy does not look like a Pokemon villain. He looks like he's from Kingdom Hearts. And I always thought that was really weird. It messed with me as a kid. Oh, that's your Hydreigon, Mighty. Sorry, man. The names sometimes get mixed up, but isn't Ghidorah, like, from... Isn't that a mythical creature, like a massive multi-headed dragon? Maybe it's even from, like, the Monsterverse with Godzilla and stuff, if I'm remembering that correctly, which in that case, that is a phenomenal name. Excellent. Mobson, you just got Pokerus. Dude, that's huge. Mobson, congrats. What game did you get it in, man? That's going to make training your Pokemon so much easier. Thankfully, I have it in Gen 3. And when you have it in Gen 3, if you use vitamins to max out a stat, all you need to do is knock out 38 Pokemon. It makes it so much better. So big congrats for you. And obviously, you can just transfer it up throughout the gens, so really good to pick up. Yeah, Vanilla Salamence with the Hydro Pump. There's so many weird sets, right? Like, you look at sets like that, and then you look at what they did for Grumpig, and Grumpig's sets are terrible. It has no good attacking moves other than Psychic, but they could have given it the elemental punches like they did with Zam, so what are you gonna do? Amaryllis, how's it going? Welcome to the stream, man. Glad to have you here. How are things going? Normally, Amaryllis, I gotta say, you're kind of sometimes bad luck. I won't lie. Normally, when I read your name, it's right after I've dealt with a nightmare Pokemon, so it's nice to see you come in against silly old Wob here. Dade, the weather you've been dealing with is warm and hazy. Yeah. Dude, the smoke, the wildfire, and that's what I was mentioning, like, we haven't gotten any rain this year, so if a fire starts, we're in trouble. Coliseum does have some wacky characters. Even the secret final boss is insane. Like, that guy goes crazy on his little hovercraft thing. The guy's a freak show. Dunzy, welcome to the stream. Hey, man, another East Coast Canadian. That's what I'm talking about. We're taking over. Thanks for coming and hanging out, pal. I hope you enjoy. It's been a blast streaming to you guys with my goofy little team here, and it's nice to get some folks from around the area. Yeah, Six Eyes. The Mirror B theme, I prefer the Coliseum one, but the one in XD is also top-notch. I think they just did such a good job with the music in those games. And I really like Pyrite Town in Coliseum as well. That's kind of like my... Like, if I have people over and I want to put on some, like, good music, I'll just throw on a Pokemon Coliseum playlist, and they'll just think it's jazz, because it sounds so good. It's another Registeel fight here, guys. Crobathu, I ain't dealing with you. Oxide is. Try not to mention Kingdom Hearts challenge. Yeah, Mighty, I like Kingdom Hearts, I can't lie. I'll be honest with you. Beavries, you're doing your break from doubles, which was your rain team, I believe. Using the team in Emerald. Let's get these Iron Ds up. Get to the post team, work better there. It's your favorite defensive duo, Gyarados and Steelix. Oh man, I bet Nighthawk would love that team. Gyarados and Steelix, the snakes, those are his favorite. Amaryllis, you have a Hydro Salamence. So what did you round out the moves with? I imagine you went special, so did you go like Dragon Claw, Hydro, Fire Blast, or I guess Flamethrower? What else would you run on there? I love the special coverage that they gave to Salamence. And the fact that you can build him two ways. Like, you can have a really good special mence, or you can make a good physical one too. Joplin, thoughts on DS Capture Card versus GameCube player for getting footage? So, I use the GameCube player, right? And I think for me it works great, but if... Oh, geez. Well, okay, I was using it, and then I dropped my controller. Hang on a sec. If you're using the DS capture card, you have so many more things you can do, right? That opens up all of Gen 4 and 5 for you. If I had to choose just one, honestly, I think I'm going DS cap card. I think it has more utility, as much as I love my cube setup. Mobson, you're saying Emerald somewhere in the Battle Pike you got Pokerus in the Battle Pike. That's foolishness. That is absolutely ridiculous, man. Hey, DOR, welcome into the stream. I hope you're well, pal. Good to see you once again. Oh, Amaryllis, what deck are you building? I recently was looking through my ABC Buster deck and kind of seeing what's still legal, what's not, maybe having some fun, you know? Probably won't get back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Just because I've been playing so much Pokemon TCG, but yeah. Braveries, you managed to get to Palmer, beat him first try. Very, very nice. Probably have some more success in Emerald. That's true, yeah, that's one thing that I think I kind of like about Gen 3, and it kind of makes it feel a bit more comfy and a little bit more homey, is that there is no physical special split. Obviously, it's... Like more Pokemon are hurt by it than gain it, but I do like the sort of the simplicity of the whole system. It hasn't been a rainy year, that's why Oxide is not rusty. Yeah, that's why he's still got that nice patina to him and he isn't all coppered out and rusty and nasty looking. Fish Andrews, dearly beloved, always makes me smile no matter how sad I am. For me, it gives me goosebumps. Anytime I hear it, the goosebumps start, man. Like, it gets me where I need to be. Max Stevens, good luck. I'm about to be your company on the 7-hour drive. Well, you are in for a treat, pal. I got a good feeling about this one. It's not going to be a 7-hour stream, I'll tell you that much, but hopefully we can entertain you, and then you can always check out a previous stream if you need some more background noise. DOR, you finished the Emerald playthrough. Congrats, man. Beat the Elite Four all shinies. Can you send me a picture of your team on Discord? If you got it, that would be great. I'd love to see the squad you cleaned up with. That'd be cool. Battle Frontier and play some Ruby for resources? Love it. Absolutely love it. Oh, Crunch Amaryllis. Of course, Crunch. That's a great coverage move, yeah. Dragonclaw, Flamethrower, Crunch, and Pump. With a mild nature. That is a solid sound immense. Love it. Alright. DOR, how the heck did you get a Modest Latios and a Luxury Ball? In Gen 3? I'm guessing you must have, like, had a synchronized Abra or Gardevoir or something. That sounds insane. Good job, man. In Emerald, too. So maybe you did the Faraway Island or whatever it's called? It's okay, Jake. These Waybirds are surprisingly pretty robust. I've dropped this thing many, many times. Beaveries, you're saying that the Game Boy player will be easier and buying it will be more reliable? Yeah, exactly. It's a toss-up. Like, this thing is great. It also is it's straight up just a Game Boy. Like, I can plug in a trade cable to this thing, and I can trade between my GameCube and my SP, which is really nice. I love the way that the screen looks. I love the interactability. The other nice thing is if you end up getting two, you could get a Wavebird and two of the the control things that you plug into the GameCube. I'm not sure what you call those, like the signal receiver, and then you can control both of them with one game or one controller in case you want to do some shiny hunting or something like that. Amaryllis, you're playing the new Draco Tail deck that got released last Friday. Oh, that's the pre-built deck, right? The one that comes like a preset. Is it a 40 cards that it comes with? Mighty, your current Omega Ruby team is generic? Well, that's okay. Like, what do you mean by generic? Because I love a good generic team. Listen, there is no Gen 4 team complete without Staraptor, Luxray, and Roselia. Or I guess Roserade. Yeah, DOR, tell us what your team is, man. Share the sauce. Dan, what's going on, dude? Good to see ya. I hope you're having a good week so far. We are 1.5 days closer to the weekend, which means Saturday stream. Also got, whoa! I am very surprised he switched there. but I think we'll be okay. Heracross is normally only scary if I throw Toxic on it, which I am not going to do. So I think I'm just going to slowly beat it down with Oxide Seismic Toss. I'm fully set up, so... The only thing you don't like, Turbo Lag, is the input lag. To be honest, I haven't experienced any. Now, are you experiencing that on your PC? Or are you experiencing that when you're plugged into a TV? Because I'm wondering if maybe it's your capture card, because I don't experience any input lag with my setup. Oh my god, Dan, I completely missed that you got your gold medal in the Pike, dude. Massive congratulations. What team of 3 did you end up using to get you there? Joey Dunn, what game is this through the GameCube? This is just Ruby, pal. This is just... So, the GameCube has an attachment you can put on the bottom, and it allows you to slot in your GBA games to the bottom of it, and then play your Game Boy Advance games on the GameCube, just using the startup disc that comes with the attachment. But there is a game that you can play your Gen 3 cartridges through. It's called Pokemon Box, but this isn't any of that. This is just what's called the Game Boy Player attachment of the GameCube. Okay, I got a good feeling that Oxide's about to clean up here. Beaveries, you completely agree. Luxray, Staraptor, and Roserade were some of your go-tos. Exactly. They are classics for a reason. They're cool as hell. So, personally, I like them a lot. Yeah, unless we get crit here, I got a feeling that Oxide's about to put in work. Sweet. DOR, your main playthrough shiny team was Blaziken, Breloom, Starmie, Flygon, Manectric, and Absol. Dude, that's an incredible team. Phenomenal coverage as well. Like, just looking at it here, you'd be able to get all the HMs you need on that team. Did you end up putting HMs on them and use them as that way? Because you absolutely could have. That's awesome. Emerless, your Dracotale deck came in a deck building set. Oh, it came with all 3. That's really cool. That reminds me of the old school Magic the Gathering deck builder toolkits that they used to sell, which I thought was cool. Mighty, you've got a 3DS. It's a good console, but it's starting to... Oh, yeah. Yeah. I know what you mean. In order to change the SD card, you have to unscrew the back of it. That's why I really like the 2DSs, to be honest. They are so user-friendly, and they got a nice slim profile. They feel good in the hands. You use a Game Boy player on your... a GB player on your GameCube on your TV, no capture card. It might be TV related. Are you going directly in with the AV cables? Like, do you have your yellow, white, and red going right into the TV? Oh, what kind of TV is it? If it's an LCD, that's why it has input delay. You would, I swear, if you get yourself a, what's it called, a CRT, you can find them pretty much for free laying on the side of the road sometimes, and you plug it into that, it's like, mwah, it's crisp. It's premium. Yeah, Joey, it's native, man. It's really cool. Dan, your squad for the Pike was Slaking with Choice Band, top notch. Latios and Blissey, so you went with 3, like, kind of tanky Pokemon. For your Blissey, did you set it up with the soft-boiled aromatherapy set? Because I ended up using a Blissey with that, and it helped out a lot for a few of the different Frontier setups. Love the Shedinja. How did those resets go? Shedinja wasn't too bad. I actually got pretty lucky going for the Nincada. I only had one phase, which was a Tailo, but in general, it was pretty good. We're gonna just do a little Swords Dance sweep here, I think. Six Eye, speaking of Gen 4, you got a shiny Chimchar today. In Platinum. Massive congrats. Super under odds as well. Nicely done. Macho Brace. That's not ideal, to be honest. Now I'm slower. This shouldn't KO. It's gonna do a lot, though. Whew. Okay, I might have to switch Rend out. Although, what good is he gonna do now that he doesn't have... Now that he's so slow? Huh. We might be in a little trouble here. DOR, you don't have the Game Boy player, but most people complain about input lag. Using Homebrew, you can get... Okay. I've never experienced it. Even with Macho Brace, I think I outspeed here. Very nice. Good job, Ren. This should do a good big chunk to ride on. Very nice. I think I can clean up from here. Yeah, I got a feeling I can clean up from here. Honestly, Megahorn? Hang on a sec, guys. I might be able to knock him out with... Let's see. No, I don't want to risk it. This thing has Horn Drill. I'm just going to go into Bastion and try and get him down with a Shadow Ball here. But yeah, I've never had any issues. HMs were... Oh, dude, he hit right away. That's not good. I can't believe he hit that. Wow. I mean, good on you, right on. Alright, that's okay. We are 1 Seismic Toss, and we outspeed for sure. Nice. Very nice. Let me just catch up on the chat here. No HDMI. It is an LCD turbo. I think that might be the issue there, pal. Mighty, I've never touched Bellatro, to be honest, man. Oh, no. Please don't guillotine me. Ooh, shoot, shoot, shoot. Let me look up Pinsir. What does Pinsir get? He gets Hypercutter Mold Breaker. How much HP does Pinsir have? Is it worth going for a Toxic, or can I 3-shot him with a Seismic Toss? It's a 4-shot. Okay, I just gotta go. Oh, man, this is scary, guys. Pinsir's super scary. This thing could 1-shot me with a Guillotine. I think I go for a Toxic and then get some Iron Defenses. Let's see. Okay, this is not good. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, and I should have gone... Okay, that wasn't too bad. I can live another one of those and then get some double or get some Iron Defenses up. We should be okay. I'm a little spooked here, y'all. I won't lie. I'm just so scared of Guillotine. I am so beyond scared of Guillotine here. Let's get Iron D. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. I hate it. I hate that so much. Are you kidding me? Oh, Guillotine, please don't. Oh, ugh. Scary, 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 scary. So at this point, I'm just going to go for 2 tosses, right? That should be enough with the poison. And I think I tank 2 Earthquakes. Yeah, I tank Earthquakes here. Oh my god. I don't want to get guillotined, man. Oh. Hard for you to get a CRT, eh, Turbo? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. How am I streaming from the GameCube to the PC? I have my GameCube going into a little upscaler. It's just a little white box, which goes into the Elgato HD 60S that I have. Oh, come on, hit. Please hit here, Oxide. I'm begging you, man. Show me a hit. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 please. No, 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 no. Oh, guys, please, let me get through. Let me get through. Oh, we made it. We made it. We got bailed out. We got bailed out. Oh, my God. Whew. Scary. Let me scroll back up here, guys. I missed so many things during that nightmare of a fight. Oof. Dan, you were running Soft-Boiled Toxic, Seismic Toss, and Refresh. Ooh, no Aromatherapy, eh? Yeah, Joey, you get... It's a 2-for-1. You get Shedinja and you get Ninjask. So I'm going to be using Ninjask in my Emerald Marowak team, which is going to be cool. You were going to originally use Aromatherapy... Oh, okay. You got a better chancey than you needed. Yeah, fair enough. Motive, I'm in the same boat, man. I love sitting back, doing this with my Wavebird, just relaxing and playing. But I do agree that the Cap Card DS has more usability. Okay, let's go for Swords Dance Brick Break. We should be okay here. We lived this last time. We lived the double edge last time. Yeah, okay. Nice. Very nice. Get that brick break. Fish has a lot of patience. Yeah. Yeah, Fish is a good old-fashioned hunter, so he's a patient man. King Ghidorah is the Godzilla villain. That's what I thought, Mighty. I like that a lot. I'm probably going down here, but in the event that this thing does something stupid... and like Leech Seeds me or something, I'm gonna go for the Icy Wind. Ah, alright, well, there goes Rend. Is what it is. Against Sceptile, I think I'd rather go Registeel, to be honest. Get the Toxics, or I go for a single Iron Defense, get a Toxic, and then load up on Iron Defenses, because this thing has Earthquake. And there it is. Maybe I should have... it's hard to say. Maybe I shouldn't have Toxic'd first, but we'll just spam the Iron D from here. Amaryllis. Amaryllis, to be fair, I'm thankful that the luck streak is broken with you. We're safe for now. We're okay. Alright, Iron D time. Nice. We want to see Dragon Claw. We want to see Crunch. We want this thing to hit me with those two moves as much as possible right here. DOR, watching the stream makes you want to go speedrun a Ruby save for Route 114 to get a Shiny Goose. I hope you have better luck than I do, man. Don't get me wrong, Shiny Goose is the coolest thing that I have, but it was a nightmare to get, so I hope you're better luck than I am. Yeah, Beavers, you have... a lot of times I don't have enough faith in Oxide and how tanky he is, but man, those 30% guillotines are terrifying. Yeah, I've been blessed with a little bit of luck. I think to get to the 100, though, we're going to need a lot more luck than just a few guillotines missing. Rich, you're asking if Bastion with Bright Powder and Double Team affects Guillotine. No, so Oko moves are always set at 30. Even if I lower their accuracy, it's still 30. Good job, Mighty. Get all them contest ribbons, pal. Very nicely done. Okay, I'm fully set up. I'm gonna go for some more Amnesias, though. Yeah, as Beavery said, fixed accuracy, yeah. Oh, hey, Zed. You snuck in, pal. How are things going with you? Good to see you again after Saturday's stream and hearing of your success in your Frontier setup. Good to have you back. Yeah, Jose, Aggron is so freaking cool, but the 4x weakness to fighting and to ground, which are some of the most common moves in the Frontier, it just makes it so hard to justify using, unless you're Nighthawk, in which case you will make 6 of them. 6 Eyes, you don't like the dry battery thing. I agree. Nowadays, though, there are ways around it. If you're able to back your save up and then change your battery, you can restore your save and reset the clock, and it should be good to go. But it's still not ideal. It's definitely still something that they didn't quite think about ahead of time. Yeah. Registeel bulk, dude. Joplin, I'm telling you, if you want to go for a nice high streak in Ruby Sapphire, maybe get your top 10 streak in this game mode. Get a Registeel on your team, man. This thing's an animal. And you would have a better one than me. You wouldn't have a hasty one, that's for sure. Get it like a bold one or something. All right, we are moving here, guys. Yeah, Turbo's got the money. Yeah, it's really only... it's really only soft resetting in front of legendaries, which in Emerald you can't really do anyway, and in Ruby and Sapphire it's just completely dead, so... At least with Gengar you can cover both weaknesses. Yeah! That's a good point, Beaveries. That's a really good point. Honestly, even just like... a flying type. A flying type is also probably a nice solid partner for Aggron too, so... yeah. KT, a dead battery can make finding Feebas easier. Yes, and also if you ever find Mirage Island, you can lock it in and maybe you want to shiny hunt a Wynot there. You know, obviously I like having my battery alive just because I like the TV running, I like the special events, I like getting calls in Emerald every once in a while, unless I'm hatching eggs and then it drives me nuts, but I don't think it's too bad. Ooh, Kingdra. Kingdra's a Pokemon that can't hurt Bastion, right? I think he's safe from all Kingdras. No, there's one with Toxic. Yeah, there's one with Toxic. So you know what we're gonna do here? I'm just gonna believe that this is not the one with Toxic, and I'm gonna switch. Uh-oh. Please. I don't think that... I think there's 2 with Protect. Let me double check here. That one has Protect. That one has Protect. That one has Protect. That one has Protect. So there's 3 with Protect. So I'm just going to go for a team. It didn't switch. That scares me. If it Toxics, I got a good chance of dodging it, though. Rest. Ooh, okay. I think this is the Toxic one. Hang on. Surf, Protect, Toxic, Rest. Yeah, okay. We're getting out. We're getting out. We're getting out. Get out. Get away. Get away. Get away. This is the one with Toxic and Surf and Rest and Protect. Get me out of here. A double switch? Oh, no. Oh, nuts. What do I do here? Do I go for Toxic? But wait, why did... Hold on. Why did that Kingdra switch? That doesn't make any sense. That Kingdra should not have switched if it had Toxic, right? That's definitely the Toxic Kingdra, which is scary. So how am I going to deal with this? How much damage does Ren do to that Toxic Kingdra? After a Sword Stance, I knock it out. Okay, that makes me comfortable. Okay, so I can handle it after a Sword Stance. That's good. Dude, what am I going to do about this Salamence? The fact that this one switched in tells me for a fact it has a move that can hurt Shedinja, which is either going to be Crunch, Flamethrower, Rock Tomb, or Toxic. No, that's a different Pokemon. Why am I looking at Sableye? Get out of here. Or Fire Blast. Okay. I might go down in 2 turns, to be honest, so I think I'm not going to risk missing the Toxic. I'm going to go for the Seismic Toss, because then Rend can come in, hit an Icy Wind, survive 1 hit, and then knock out with a return if I hit this toss. There's the EQ. This is going to do like 50%. It's not actually that bad. That's surprisingly not that bad, actually. Wait, why is that so good? Why is Registeel so good? Hang on. Okay, I think I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing here. I'm just going to go for another toss. Hold on, hold on. Okay, that's pretty good. Wasn't that hard because he maxed all of his contest stats, Mighty? Very nice. Yeah, you have to in Gen 6. You have to max them, or you're not getting anywhere. Okay, we already have this Salamence under 50%, which is insane. I think I'm dead to, like, another Earthquake, but I'm just going to keep giving her. I'm going to keep going. There's a world where we get away with this, right? Yeah, yes, Zed, my Reggie is hasty, so he suffers quite a bit. I still got the stats balanced. Like, when I go into Registeel's summary and we look at his defenses, you can see they're the exact same. Oh, wait, you guys can't see that. Hang on, let me just, I can hide that. So there you go. You can see that's 174, 174. So I did account for the fact that he's hasty nature, but it's still not ideal. Okay, let's go for another toss here. There's no way I'm about to get a free KO on a Mets, right? In no world this happens. Oh, so close. So close, Oxide. So close. That means it's not over. He could still sweep me. Actually, maybe not. I don't think this kills even with a crit. Nope. What the crap is going on here? Oh my god. Get out of here, Salamence, you animal. What else you got? Okay, he swapped back into Kingdra. I think right now I have to go and get as many Amnesias up as possible, right? Yes. Yes, I do. I'm Amnesia spamming the heck out of this thing. Whew, that was a close one, guys. All right. To have a Gengar with Levitate, Rich, I know. It's so unreasonably good. I love Gengar in these early gens. Gen 4 Gengar is a menace because he gets the physical special split and just becomes untouchable. Joplin, you did the Ruby Sapphire Battletower for 2 weeks to get the hair across. The 25% chance to hit anything sucks. Yeah, a best move. Yep. Yeah, I know what you mean. I prefer to have guaranteed chip. Like, that's why I went with Aerial Ace on Bastion, because I knew I would need to just guarantee a hit every now and again. Okay, it looks like we might be getting away with this one. So this is a resting Kingdra, which means I'm going to go for the Toxic on him. So even if he rests, he'll still activate the Chesto, but at least now I'll have it so when he does rest, Chesto will activate. And we did confirm the Toxic, which I'm glad I didn't stay in with Shed. I would have hated to lose him so early on in this fight. We'll let that chip down, and honestly, I think I'm just gonna set up these iron defenses for whatever might be the final Pokemon. Jake, you're saying that Grandpa said wonderfully outstanding in ability. Yeah, like Joplin and Dan are saying, you might have a really top-notch Pokemon, buddy. Go ahead and do some calcs with that and see if it's worth using. Oof, that was a tight fight. I'm getting spooked already. I'm surprised this thing is not resting. I'm tempted to just start hitting it with the seismic tosses, but I'd rather be safe than sorry right now. Yep, okay. So at this point, I can just spam seismic toss until this goes down, right? Actually, it should just be one more. One more toss and we're there. Nice! Happy about that. Okay. What's next? Starmie. Starmie can only hurt my boy Shedinja with Confuse Ray. And now we know what this one has Confuse Ray. Okay. Wow. So Shedinja's not safe, actually. But I think Rend is still alive, right? Yeah, Rend is definitely still alive. So if I can just get enough chip onto this to make it so that Rend can come in and clean up, you know, as unlikely as it is that this thing kills me, crits absolutely exist, so I have to be a little cautious here. Yeah, everyone's full health. Okay. Let's get in there. I think we're actually up to 43, and this will be 44, I think, right? Zed, seeing Kingdra be outclassed feels weird to me. Now, keep in mind, this was not a good Kingdra. This Kingdra was Surf, Toxic, Protect, and Rest. I don't think you're fooling anyone with that Kingdra set. So, yours is definitely a lot better. Okay. Come on, get through. Should be fine. Oh, hey, Abdi. Abdi Yeager, what's going on? Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Nice Tuesday evening stream here. We got some good wins so far. A lot of them we've been relying on Oxide, to be honest, so it feels like we've been fighting for a lot longer than we have, but there hasn't actually been that many battles. It's just Oxide fights take so long to get through because he's so big. But there we go. That's another win. Is Starmie good for Gen 3 Battletower? Oh yeah. Starmie's an animal. There's a classic set with Starmie that they call Spit, and it's Surf, Psychic, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt. And it's phenomenal. Okay, so I just wasn't keeping track. I am completely out of left field here. We're up to 47 wins. I don't know why I wasn't paying attention there. Yeah, just like Beavery said, you get yourself a nice Modest, or I'd have to look at the speed tiers. Maybe Timid, but I feel like Modest is enough. A Modest Starmie is going to carry a team. Okay, guys, we've seen this game before. We all know that there is only one Alakazam that can hurt Shedinja in the Battle Tower, and it has Fire Punch. It's time to find out. Let's spin the wheel Is this the Fire Punch Alakazam? Roulette time. I'm putting all my money on red here. I don't know. I feel like it could have Recover. Hang on. It could. Okay, this still could be the one. I'm gonna hope that I get it with a Shadow Ball. Okay, I think this absolutely is the one with Fire Punch. But I think I'm gonna get lucky here. Get a free one-shot? Good job, Bastion. That's what I'm talking about, buddy. Very nicely done. Ooh, Reginald Ice, eh? Reginald Ice. You know what? I already know for a fact I'm switching to Oxide here. Obviously, this thing could explode and it would be really annoying, but I'd rather lose half of Oxide's HP than completely lose Bastion. And this thing confirmed, the one with Thunderbolt, has a move that can hurt Bastion, so I like that swap. I'm glad we swapped there. Okay, let's get the Toxic set up for some nice passive damage here. Joplin, your Japanese Emerald came in today. Oh yeah, I guess... See, that's something that, in my head, I think I would be okay, and like, yeah, I've played these games 100 times, I'll be able to figure it out, but there's no way. I would get lost immediately. I'd have no idea which move is which. Obviously, you'd try your best, but... Ooh, double team. Okay, hang on. This, Wait a minute. Huh. Okay, I messed up. I'm sorry. I lied. I lied to each and every one of you. This thing cannot hurt Bastion. Ha! No, it cannot. This thing has Thunderbolt, Double Team, Rest, Ice Beam. It's Bastion time. So same as Gen 4. Yeah, Zed, you never tried Gen 3 Tower? Buddy, I'm telling you, I think you would have a blast with the Gen 3 Tower. Specifically in Emerald, I think it's a more full experience. But I'm loving the Ruby Sapphire one with my janky little team here. Six Eyes, you're saying Japanese can be hard to read in Gen 3. Buddy, Japanese can be hard to read in any generation because it's a different language. Ooh, there's no world where I'd be able to pull that off. I am pretty happy with the collection I have, because I have one of every Gen 3 game other than Box. I think I want one more copy of either Ruby, Sapphire, or Emerald, probably just a Ruby or Sapphire, just because it makes it so when I'm mixing Pokeblocks for Ribbon Masters, I can do it all together, all by myself. You can get good enough stats with 3 games, no problem, but it would be a dream to have 4, so I can max them. But that's kind of who cares right now type of thing. Okay. Oh, I love it when Bastion gets set up. The Bastion sweeps are not that common, but when they happen, I love them. Joplin, you're looking for the authentic Mew? Yeah, you know what? To be fair, the Japanese Emerald Mew is a real Mew. It did exist at one point, and who's to say that the Japanese Emerald you just got didn't have one on it already, right? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. And this is exactly why Aerial Ace is so good. This thing's sitting here double teaming for all of its days, and I just come in and smack it. Six Eyes, do you have any experience with Japanese as a language? Because I don't think, no matter what I'm reading, I think I'd struggle, man. So good on ya. Ah, there's a free knockout. That is a free KO. Okay. So we're up to 48, y'all. This is where we lost the streak at the end of Saturday's stream. So if we can push through this one, we're already doing well. And then we get into the 50 wins. That's where it gets, real top-notch. Mighty, your favorite part was when Bastion said it's Bastioning time and started Bastioning all over the place. Yeah, I liked that moment as well. I think Bastion is very well-spoken. He has a good vocabulary, especially when he says, okay, this guy just talked about rocks. If this guy has a Regirock off lead, I'm not going to be happy about it. That's actually good. Please don't have Trace. Show me Synchronize. Don't Trace Immunity. Oh yeah, okay. This is basically a free kill with Oxide. Zed, you got Ruby and Sapphire, but you're missing Emerald. One of the main reasons you haven't tried it out because you don't do emulators. Hey, I respect that, man. I'm the same. If I want to play a game, I'm gonna buy the game. I don't mess with emulators just because I really like being able to go back years from now, look on my memory card, look on my game cartridge, and see what I was jamming, what I still have. It's something nice to have. Whereas an emulator save, I would just dump it off my desktop at some point. I'd forget about it. But honestly, Zed, I think even Ruby and Sapphire, you'd have a lot of fun, bud. I'd recommend it. Now, obviously, again, Emerald is the superior game, but I'm still having a blast. Oh yeah, Joplin, Tamahiro does a great job. I've been watching her for a while as well. I remember watching her stuff when I was in high school, and I thought she was the coolest. So it's nice to see that she's still doing stuff today. DOR, do we have trouble with storage space on Emerald? DOR, I have storage space issues on every single Pokemon game I've ever played, other than, like, the new ones with guaranteed max storage. Even in this game, in Ruby Sapphire, I have issues with it, to the point that I have a bunch of my Pokemon just holding a bunch of random crap in the box, because it drives me nuts. Rich, you think it's time to treat yourself to a new game in Gen 5, Black 2 or White 2? Should I get one of the originals? Nah. Go 100% get Black 2, White 2, because those ones right now are climbing in price. The originals are still staying pretty steady. So I would grab Black 2, White 2. You're not going to be missing much. There's so much more content. There's so much more to do. And they recapped the story pretty good. You really won't be missing that much. So I would go Black 2, White 2 immediately, man. You're not going to regret it. Oh, it's snatching. It's snatching my moves. Yeah, Jake, you want to do the same, man? Give it a shot. Yeah, Zed, Emerald is expensive. It's foolish how expensive these Pokemon games are when you think about it, because none of these games were short printed. Like, these games, they printed millions and tens and hundreds of millions of these games. They're out there. It's just people love them, and that they know that there's demand, so they skyrocket the price, and because the demand is there, they get away with it. It's a little unfortunate, but what are you gonna do? Jake, you never played after Gen 4, man. You gotta get in there. Yeah, just like Six and Zed are saying, Rich. Go for the Black 2, White 2, man. I think I only got one Iron Defense up, right? Still, I'm gonna Toxic. Flygon can be scary. This thing's Earthquake hits hard, and it has Flamethrower. Black White 2 postgame has some really cool things. Exactly, Beaveries. No spoilers here, but yes, 100%. Okay, so we know this Flygon has Lumberry. Which Flygon is this with Lum? Let me take a look-see. It's this one. Dragonclaw, Earthquake, Iron Tail, Rock Tomb. Okay, I think I gotta get the Toxic up, right? We're gonna see how much this does. I have a feeling I only got one Iron D up. Yeah. But that's okay. Alright, we got the Toxic on. That's a clock. As long as I get the clock on this thing, I'm feeling pretty good. Rich never played Gen 5 and you didn't play Gen 4. That's right, you recently got Platinum, Rich. How do you feel about it? In terms of a Pokemon experience, how do you like it? Because I think Platinum is probably my next game to buy as well. Exactly, Dade. I'm right there with you. Like, what are we doing spending this kind of money on these games that were so overprinted? It is what it is. I know. I'm an old man yelling at the sky, but what are you gonna do, right? Discontinued popular games will be expensive. You know what, Turbo? That's a really good way of looking at it. To be fair, like, if you look at my Emerald save file, I have 400 hours in it right now, and I like you said, I probably spent about 200 bucks on it. So that's a pretty good deal when you think about what you're spending. I hate having to shell that big lump sum out, you know? But it's true. That's a good point. Okay, I think I still need... this might be my last iron defense, and then I'm good. No, I'm already good. Okay, so we're max defense. I'm 99% sure I'm max special. So I'm just going to go for the seismic toss here and take this thing out this turn. Let's get him. Mighty, Gardevoir is one of your favorite Pokemon of all time? Oh yeah, no. I know that one, Mighty. That's a lesson you learn early on in your Pokemon adventuring. There's a few to avoid. But yeah, Gardevoir, to me, I always looked at it wrong as a kid. And I thought it had a really big nose. I'll show you next time it's on screen, but I always looked at the sprite wrong. Oh, do you guys have any experiences with that? Where you were looking at a Pokemon sprite wrong for the longest time and didn't realize it until you were older? There's definitely quite a few, especially in Pokemon Yellow. The Pokemon Yellow sprites are janky, so I remember being a kid and looking at them and not quite realizing what I'm seeing. Yeah, Dade, yeah, I'm with Turbo. That's a fair point. Like, you get so much use out of them. Wait, Joplin, Japanese Emerald isn't that much? It's only a quarter of the price. Okay, that might be worth it, strictly just for, like, collecting Pokemon purposes. Maybe not so much for the Battle Tower stuff where you need to be sure of what you're looking at and you want to be able to make some, you know, more rapid decisions. But for just getting the Pokemon and having in the collection, absolutely. Or even just shiny hunting. Shiny hunting on a Japanese game is fine. Said the only thing you don't love about Black 2 White 2 is there are no ribbons. I know, I agree. But what's weird is that they have a screen where you can get a detailed look at all the ribbons. I thought that was the weirdest thing. Yeah, that one always kind of was confusing to me. When you're doing a Ribbon Master journey and you just have to skip all of Gen 5, it kind of feels a little weird. But there we go, guys. That's 49 wins in a row. Let's see what's next. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one to have spares of. I'm finally going to face the 50th. I will get a commemorative ribbon. Good luck. Well, let's see. Let's see what happens here. No, I always do this. I always do this. I want to deposit item. Deposit. Let's get rid of the choice band. I probably have like 6 of them in there now from how many times I've done this, but... Rich, you're waiting on a few cards to come back from grading. Ooh, what'd you get? Dude, if one of them comes back at 10, you'll be able to sell it for your Black 2 fund? That sounds like a Prismatic Evolutions card if I've ever heard it. What cards? Yeah, Beaveries, the turnaround on Gardevoir, like, people were just so weird about Pokemon for the longest time, and to an extent they still are, but it's definitely gotten a little less ostentatious over the years. Rich, you just don't have enough time, eh? Yeah, I feel that. I'm really thankful that I have these streams scheduled, my Tuesdays, my Saturdays. I love having dedicated Pokemon time, right? Like, it feels so nice to know that, okay, it's Tuesday night, it's Pokemon o'clock. Feels really good. Turbo, yes, exactly, yeah. It's got, like, to me, it always looked like it had a big nose. I thought, like, it and Shiftry were kind of related because of their big noses, but no. Mighty, yeah, White 2 is definitely your top-notch one, eh? Yeah. I know how much you love Black 2, White 2. Alright, here we go. This is Battle 50. What are we gonna see? First fight. Okay, this is fine. Sceptile's fine. We know how to beat Sceptile now with Rend. Oh, I love Icy Wind. Whoa, I outsped. So, this is the Leech Seed one. If it misses a Leech Seed, that would be so huge. The only Sceptile I outspeed is Leech Seed. There's the Giga Drain. This is gonna do a good bit. Okay, alright. Dang. Giga Drain, Double Team, Leech Seed, Attract. This kind of feels like it's an Oxide, right? Yeah, this feels Oxide to me. Obviously, Leech Seed's going to be a pain, but if I get a Toxic set up... Maybe I get a Toxic setup, switch to Bastion, switch back. That way, whenever he's going to Leech Seed... Yeah, I like this. Yeah, that's what we're doing, guys. We're going to be swapping between... We're swapping between Oxide and Bastion. Because I'm 90% sure he's not going to Leech Seed Bastion since he already has a Leech Seed on Oxide. I think this is a cool play. We'll see how this goes. Pokemon Box isn't that much, eh? Oh, European DOR. Yeah, and from what I hear, DOR, it's pretty easy to mod your Wii, I think it is, the GameCube Wiis. You can mod those and make it so you can play Pokemon Box and have them interact with your North American games, which would be pretty top-notch. Okay. Okay, I think this is gonna work. I think this is gonna work. I think this is a slick little play. I'm happy about this. Ah! Oh! It's Reg v Reg! And we know for a fact I win these fights, so let's just get these iron defenses up. I'm faster, obviously. This is the fastest Registeel in the West, so... Glad I got that set up. Oh my god. Beavery's, what you're saying is Japanese Nintendo stuff is cheaper. Yep, I think it's because for them, the amount of printing they do for the population they have isn't as much. Jose, you can buy it commonly, eh? As common as getting a Coke. DOR, yeah, that's true. The Black, White 2 medals are pretty top-notch. I ate the hell out of that. Okay, speaking of eating the hell out of it, what's this thing? This is another exploding Pokemon. Okay, I think we've pretty much got this one locked up here, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, Screech. Ooh. No Prismatic, actually, eh? Unfortunate, Rich. I love Prismatic. I got my gal. I got her booster bundle, and I got her the Eevee pouch box of Prismatic for her birthday that just passed, and she loved it. She loves that stuff. Zed, you're saying you didn't know they were cheaper. Oh yeah, you can find some cheap copies. I think Japanese is generally the cheapest version of games for Pokemon, for Nintendo in general, I think, really. Secret Art Rare Iron Hands for grading, but you don't think that'll do too much? Is it the Iron Hands EX, Rich? Or is it just the normal little baby one? Because the Iron Hands EX is doing really good in tournaments right now, so you might get lucky. Yeah, Donnie, exactly. Cradilly's face is weird as all get out. You don't know what you're looking at. Yeah, that's another one that kind of messed me up. Beaveries, are Gardevoir, Shiftry, and Nosepass in the Big Nose egg group? If they are, I'm right there with them. I got a beak of my own here, pal. I'm in that egg group. Ren can die to Giga. Ren can die to anything, man. If a Pokemon looks at Ren the wrong way, he's falling over. That guy is made of bread and paper and dreams. Turbo Lake, you got your Wii homebrewed. Nice, very nice. Adventure Mode Pokemon Box on it. There you go. That's a nice, easy way to capture your game if you don't have all the hardware for it. Alright, time to take down this Sceptile. This was a good, solid set. I'm happy with the way this went. Rich, most of the stuff you've been sending is for your personal collection. I like that. Houndoom Art Rare. Destined Rivals Houndoom, the Ceruledge, the Reshiram. Very nice, man. Okay, so you've got way better pulls than I do. I mean, so actually that's not 100% true. The best pulls I get are from the little play tournament packs that you get when you go to play at locals. I've gotten 3 $60 cards out of those just randomly. And those are the best pulls I've ever had. Mighty, you don't like Sceptile? I think Sceptile's pretty cool. I used a Sceptile in Emerald, which was it was Dragon Claw, Crunch, Thunder Punch, and Leaf Blade. And I thought it was top notch. Like, I had a lot of fun with it. Obviously, for me, it's Blaziken, and then other than it, like, I could flip a coin between Sceptile and Swampert. I think they're both really cool. Yeah, I've got a modded Wii. I have a Wii that I use. I mean, it's modded in the sense that I can play games on it that are on a USB drive. It's not a physical mod, just a hardware mod. And I just use it for 20XX Melee. If you guys are some Smash Bros. Melee players, you'll know what I'm talking about. That's right, DOR. Yeah, you're over in the UK, aren't you, pal? You don't need to interact with them USA games. Eevee, Fish, it's funny you say that. Eevee is my lady's favorite Pokemon. Alright, y'all, that's a 50 win streak right there. And I will make note of a certain Pokemon that we have counted that we have only seen one of, so... Why do I speak? Why do I open my mouth? Why do I do this to myself? Alright, well, crud, man. Here we go. Dude, I don't want to look at a Blaziken. All right, let's update the counter. Why do I speak? Are you kidding me? God, man, how am I so good at that? Crap it hard. He's right here. He's looking at me. All right. Oh, yeah, I get to see all you guys laughing at me in the chat. Thanks a lot, guys. Okay, the plan for Blaziken here is we always go for return, because there's a good chance he goes for a Focus Punch, and if he does, we get a guaranteed knockout, because I'm faster than him. Let's see it. Okay, no Focus Punch, but we can still get bailed out here. We could get a crit. He could go for a Rock Slide. He could miss. That's oh, I thought that was a crit. What? He's resting. What set is Resto Chesto Blaziken? Let me take a look here. And how scared of it are we? Oh, you know what this means? This means I don't have to worry about Salak Endure foolishness. Okay. Yeah. We go again. We go again. Oh, we go again. 45 Canadian? Oh, there's the slide. Yes, he didn't fighting move me. Yes, that's another Blaziken down. How about we summon a Machamp while we're at it? Beaveries, you be quiet. I can't believe you just made me read that out loud. I don't even want to know. I'm not going to look. I'm going to listen. Aggron? Dude, how did I know that? Okay. So here's the issue. I don't think there's any world where I get a Swords Dance up against an Aggron, so I'm just going to go for the Brick Break. If by some miracle Rend lives, I'll just do another one, but I think right now the guaranteed chip is the dream, because then I can come in with Registeel, and maybe a couple tosses will get us there, so let's see. It happens at least once a stream. I agree, Jake. It always gets me. Strayed, yeah, he who must not be named. As soon as I said it, Surf. Oh, I'm fighting against Nighthawk. Okay, this is Nighthawk's Aggron. I should be able to knock this thing out then. Surf Aggron? Yeah, that's a Nighthawk build. Oh my god, Rend, you are coming in clutch here today, pal. What do we got in the last slot? The Pert. Go for damage. Let's go for damage. You never know what could happen here. Mighty, you were big into Smash Ultimate. Mudshot. Wait a minute. Is this the one that can't hurt? I don't think this one can hurt my boy, Shed. Oh, it's looking good. Oh, it's still looking good. It's looking really good. Yeah, it's Shedinja. Here we go. So we got Shell Bell Mudshot, which means it is this one. Get in there, Shed. Whew. Gosh, dang it. That could have been bad. Yeah, we just go for damage. Doesn't even matter. This thing can't hurt me. Rich, it is the Iron Hands EX? I don't know, man. That deck has been seeing some big ups in play right now. You might get lucky on the pricing. But then I started taking baths. Yeah, Mighty, that's something that you're going to have to get used to whenever you go in a gaming convention, whether it's Pokemon Smash, Magic the Gathering, anything. There's going to be some deodorant lacking gents in your area. Oof, that was a roller coaster of emotions right there, guys. Oof, a little spooky, but we made it. We made it. Cool trainer Jen, what do you got for me? All right, Sceptile. All right, Sceptile, we know how to deal with you. That's an icy win for us. Yes, Jose, only 49 left. Dan, you are heading out. Everyone say goodbye to Dan. Thanks so much for hanging out, pal. It's always a pleasure to see you. I hope you're able to tune in with us on Saturday's stream. Make sure that you have liked and subscribed so that you are notified when I go live. I appreciate having you here, pal. Take care of yourself. Catch up on the VOD tomorrow. Love to hear it. Okay. So now I should be faster than this Sceptile. And I should one-shot with a good solid return here. Come on, Ren. Show it to me, pal. That's what I like to see. God, Icy Wind is so good. Motive, I'm sure you're still in here creeping around while you're hatching your eggs. Thank you so much for the shout on Icy Wind. You are such a legend. Okay, I gotta look at Raichu. In my head, this thing cannot hurt Shedinja. Right? I don't think Raichus can hurt me. But I know it can Focus Punch. Which I am very afraid of. Oh yeah, we are getting out of dodge right now. We're going into Bastion. Beavers, we need a Sceptile counter. There's been a lot, right? Yeah. Now keep in mind, I will take that. All day of the week, I will take Sceptile over Blaziken. Okay, so we just saw Reversal. This thing could have Thunder Wave, which would be kind of annoying, but I don't think it's the end of the world. So I'm going to go for a double team. Okay, alright, we're feeling good about this. Might just be Bastion o'clock here, set all the way up and see what happens. Iron Tail Reversal. Let me see what set this is. Okay, no, this thing has no Thunder Wave. That's huge. Okay, Bastion's getting set up for free. Very nice. We're going to be sitting here watching Bastion get set up for a minute, folks. Rich, you heard a rumor that if you like the stream, it halves the chances of fiery chickens for at least the next 5? Buddy, I would love that. I think, guys, to be honest, I don't want to jinx it, but I think there's a world tonight where we get to 63 again, and then come Saturday, we're pushing for that PB, and potentially, depending on how things go, we might... I'm definitely starting early on Saturday. I'm thinking around 1 or 2 p.m. Eastern Standard, and then we'll go for a 6-hour stream instead of the regular 4, and maybe we could even push that 100. We'll see. I'm not gonna lock in anything yet. It's gonna depend on how the rest of the night goes, but there is a world where by Saturday, the goal has been reached. And how cool would that be? Okay, we are fully set up here. Now, something interesting about Raichu is that its ability static. If you make physical contact with it, you're likely to get paralyzed. Shadow Ball does not make physical contact, so I think I'm going to just nail this thing with the Shadow Ball and get rid of it. Get it out of here. Mighty, you're heading out, pal. No problem at all, man. Thank you so much for swinging by. I know for a lot of you guys, it's getting late. Make sure you're getting your 8 hours. Get some rest if you need it. And hopefully I'll see you around on the next stream. Have yourself a good night, Mighty. Take care, pal. Always a pleasure. Beavries, you're not going to be around Saturday? No issues at all, pal. I have a feeling I'll be seeing you in the comments or on Discord or something. We'll be chatting. Okay, there we go. That's 52 wins. We're feeling pretty good about that. Boom, bam. Next up. I like a girl with foresight. Me too. I also like a girl with foresight. Cool trainer. Ooh, Dragon Tamer. Is this Nate? It's Kyle. I don't like Kyle. I like Nate way more. Oh, I don't like like Flygon. I don't like Flygon. Okay, how am I dealing with this Flygon right now? Let me see. Let me look. Let me look at this. Dude, I don't like this at all. How much am I doing with an Icy Wind, and is that worth it? Because it kind of looks like I might outspeed it anyway. Maybe not. You know what? It might just be Icy Wind here. We might just go for the 4 times. Follow up with the return. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I like that. Zed, you're heading out as well. Take care of yourself, buddy. We'll be seeing you soon. Have yourself a good night. Alright, it's Icy Wind. Yeah, this is Icy Wind. Okay, so we were already faster, which I think tells me that this is probably like the Sandstorm set, because I don't think I outspeed very many. Iron Tail. He crit me. Yikes, he crit me. He crit me. What Flygons have Iron Tail? Only one. Only one Flygon has Iron Tail. And it also has a Rock Tomb. This thing is now slower than Shedinja, though. Yeah, this thing's now slower than my Shed. I could just go for 2 Shadow Balls to finish this thing off. And I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Yeah, we're going to go for 2 Shadow Balls here, guys. Let's see it. A man could dream of 8 hours? I know, Rich. I'm fickle. Nice. Okay. Huge, huge job done, Bastion. Very nice. So I think now it's a 2v2, right? We only knocked out one of his... This is the first knockout? Yeah, okay. What do we got? Sceptile. Okay, I'm not messing around with Sceptile. I'm going into Oxide. I'm getting the iron defenses up for the Earthquake. Yep. This is the Earthquake and Sceptile. Whew. Yeah, 8 hours might be a little much for us here at this age, but it's always worth dreaming about, isn't it? Do I go Iron Defense or do I go Toxic? I think I go Defense first, right? Yeah, I'm glad I did. I want to get at least one of these defenses up because his Earthquakes are terrifying. I hate eating an Earthquake on Oxide. Fish Andrews, that's your night, made. Switch 2 is coming tomorrow. Dude, hell yeah. Congratulations for passing your course with the subscription. Perfect time for you to get into the Coliseum and the Gale of Darkness action, man. Perfect timing. I think you're going to have a lot of fun with those. You get between 4 and 6 hours a night. Honestly, most nights I'm between 6 and 7. If I'm lucky, I get 8. But yeah, I'm the same way. Because, I don't know, I feel like sleep is kind of a waste of time, right? I don't love sleeping too much. I'd prefer to stay awake. I'd rather be tired for 3 hours of the day than sleeping for 3 hours of the day. You know what I mean? But yes, health and keeping care of yourself and all that. I know, but I'm not very good at it. Okay, so we now have 2 iron defenses set up. Even if this thing gets us with an Earthquake, which it doesn't seem to want to do, I'm feeling pretty good. If Oxide gets set up to +6/+6 here, I'm really happy about that. Now, the only thing is this Shell Bell is going to offset the damage we're doing with Toxic. So I'm likely going to have to clean up with a... Yeah, I'm going to have to clean up with a Seismic Toss as well. I can't believe how lucky I have gotten not to see this thing hit me with an Earthquake yet. Does it have... It has Earthquake, right? Shell Bell, Sceptile. Oh, it doesn't even have Earthquake. Whoops. It doesn't even have Earthquake, guys. It has Leaf Blade, Dragon Claw, Crunch, Detect. Darn. Well, shoot. I guess I wasted all that time setting up iron defenses for nothing. But at least we're +6/+6 now. Oxide should be able to handle the issues that we come up against. Stable frames in Gen 9 and Fish. I am so jealous, man. I would love to experience Scarlet and Violet, and more so, I would love to experience ZA for the first time on the Switch 2, but right now I don't think it's likely to happen. I think I'm more like, oh my god, I'm so glad I got fully set up. Holy moly, Swampert is a scary Pokemon. Let's get a Toxic set up, just in case. Just in case. But yeah, I would love to have a Switch 2, but I just don't think it's in the cards right now. But I'm sure when Gen 10 launches, I'll fork it out and I'll get one. Rich, you're thinking of grabbing yourself one for ZA in October, eh? I think that is either that's the play, or wait for Gen 10 since we know ZA is playable on just the regular Switch. Big Seismic Toss. Okay, very nice. It's looking pretty good here, guys. I think a lot of things would have to go wrong for us to lose this one. Even, honestly, even a freeze, I still feel like we got this. Go ahead. Coward. Turbo, you want to replay Scarlet and Violet yourself? Yeah, I think if I'm going to replay Scarlet and Violet again, I want it to be on the Switch too, but I'm holding back. I'm going to hold off. We're going to see how it sees. And who knows, maybe, like, by the time Gen 10 launches, they might have a more cheaper, accessible option for the Switch 2. I think that's obviously very unlikely, but you might be able to find one on Craigslist, Kijiji, at a pawn shop, something like that. It would be a dream. Rich, you're 37 in October. That's why you're treating yourself. Good. Hey, good for you, man. You gotta know how to treat yourself right, eh? Okay, that's another W. 53, right? So, 5, 6, 7, 53. We're at 53 wins. Right before we go in here, I'm just going to grab myself a water, and then we'll be ripping into it, guys. I will be right back. We are back in action. Here we go. Dade, you've got to switch to yourself, but it is underwhelming. I think once more games come out, maybe it'll feel a little bit better, but they had a bit of PS5-itis, where they didn't launch with a whole lot of games, right? Ooh, Breloom, here we go. Okay. I have a strategy against Breloom, and I always forget it. Is it go for It's go for damage, right? Yeah, it's go for damage because I have Lumberry. Even if it spores, I'm safe. Yeah, okay. The ZA bundle. Yeah, DOR. Yeah, if ZA is good, comes with a special Pokemon. Please don't... One shot? Okay, we're good. Yeah, let's just get this guy out of here. Aha, there's that focus punch. That's what we're worried about from Breloom. I agree, Dade. I think if they did a nice custom Pokemon bundle, maybe they're saving it for the Switch 2 for Gen 10, but I still think it would be nice. Beaveries, I'm interested in watching some Battle Revolution. Heck yeah, I am, man. Oh, did you upload it to your, Beaveries? But I can find it on that one. Okay, sweet. I'm going to be checking that out after the stream, dude. That's going to be some perfect eat dinner and something to watch. I can't wait. Because, like I said, Battle Revolution, there's no one making Battle Revolution stuff right now. Ooh. Isn't this the one with Curse? Wait. Is this the Registeel that I wall with, Shedinja? Hang on. Amnesia. It is! Okay. This is the one that I completely wall with Bastion. Let's do it. Get out of there, Oxide. God, this team is so cheesy. Like, you have this big Titan that once he gets set up, nothing can actually do that much damage to unless you get lucky with a crit. You have this stupid little bug, which has immunity to over half of the types in the game. And obviously Rend, he's mostly just there for some swag, but he is so cool. Yeah, Joplin, only 3 more and then we're feeling pretty good, buddy. A 30th anniversary Pokemon Switch bundle next year, Dade? Agreed. Yeah. Oh yeah, guys, make sure you're, if you're interested in Battle Revolution, which, if you don't know, Battle Revolution is kind of like the Gen 4 equivalent of Colosseum. If you want to see some gameplay of that, make sure you're checking out Beaveries' channel. Also, how many times am I going to read your name and want to say Febreze, like the spray? Did you do that on purpose? Because you are so close to being Breezy and Free Breezy in my head. Nicely done, DOR. Yeah, toss the man a sub. He deserves it. Turbo, you're playing some Colosseum? Yeah, man. Yeah. Okay, have you seen what Registeel does in Colosseum? His arms, like, stretch out and slap from across the screen. It is so cool. I didn't know that he had, like, stretchy arms until I played Colosseum for the first time. And I think it's the best thing ever. Yeah, and the funny thing is, Turbo, is that when you're playing Colosseum, they meant to shiny lock all the Pokemon, right? Originally in Colosseum, they wanted all the Pokemon to be shiny locked. That's why they're shiny locked in XD. But yet they still put in the time to program custom box sprites and thumbnails. Like, if you go into your party in Colosseum, these little guys here that you see, they have specific shiny sprites just for Colosseum. The amount of love that they put into those games is insane. I am so thankful that I got to experience Colosseum. And XD, obviously. Beaveries, you have a specific team with Kabutops just to look at those animations? Yes! My buddy Donnie and I, he was over here on Friday, and him and I were playing some of the classic original Pokemon Stadium. And dude, some of the animations in that game are hilarious. I absolutely love it. Okay, I think we're +6/+6 now, right? Yep. Alright, now here's the big shtick. Do I get a crit? Because I kind of need one. Odds are that I get a crit with Shadow Ball before I run out of PP. But I'm once again reminded that I absolutely should have PP maxed Bastion. It is time-consuming, Turbo, that's for sure, yeah. Yeah. Shiny hunting in Colosseum is, I won't lie, it's not for the faint of heart. But if you have a goal and you push towards it, you'll be just fine. For me, when I got my Sneasel in Colosseum, it was an absolutely phenomenal experience. I was so happy to see him pop up on my screen. Even more so, like, Goose was... I think Goose was probably the highlight, but I think Sneasel is number 2 for me. Exactly, Turbo. Right from the inventory, you can see they're shiny. It's so unique. Guys, right now we're playing the crit game. If I don't get a crit here, we might be a little in trouble. But I think he'll run... What we do is we just run him out of PP on his returns, and then we just swap over to my own Registeel. Okay, Beaveries, it's how people pronounce a Dutch word. Okay. I always thought it was like a play on words of Febreze or something like that. Jake, what's the matter, trainer? Me and Donnie the other night, we were just... Anytime the announcer said anything, we were both just laughing about it and saying it back to each other because of how goofy it is. Alright, all we need is one crit. Just one. One crit, and we're fine. A little worried. Hi, why didn't I PP Max Bastion? Ah, still nothing. Beaveries, you were a bit tired when recording. Ah, that's okay, man. Nah, don't worry about it. The more you do it, the more comfortable you get. I feel like the first time I streamed, I was like barely talking at all. I was just kind of sitting here watching it happen and just like falling asleep in my chair. But the more you do it, the more comfortable you get, the more kind of ecstatic you get about these things. Oh my god, this thing wasn't even at max defense. Dude, this Registeel. I still have Rend, right? Because worst comes to worst, once this thing runs out of returns, I can just go into Rend. Yes, okay. I can always take this thing out with Rend if I don't get a crit on Shadow Ball. We got it. There's the crit. That's what we needed. Please remind me after this set to max the PP on Bastion. Oh my goodness, what is wrong with me? Hello, Milo. And goodbye, Milo. Wait, what? Did I miss? I missed Milo? Is there a Milotic with Bright Powder? Am I insane? There is. Okay, that's fine. It doesn't have anything that can hurt me, at least. Yeah. I think if... I kind of want to go back and do a shiny hunt again in Coliseum. And I think I want to do the Ursa Ring. Because I think it would be really cool to have a Ribbon Master Ursa Ring that I then evolve into an Ursa Luna. Right? Like, how cool would that be to have an Ursa Luna all the way from Coliseum? But I've got too many other hunts that I'm dealing with right now. So that's another W. We are up to 54 wins, folks. That was a long one, but we got the crit. We're happy to see that. Turbo, you're after the Ho-Oh. Yep. The Ho-Oh that I have in this game is, it's got, like, the trainer ID is, like, Maddle, like Mount Battle, without the B. And that's the one I have. And my Lugia is from Gale of Darkness as well for my living decks. Alright. Collector Vance. Ooh. Give us a nice, easy start. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. I think I go for damage, right? How much? Let's see what the most scary Regirock set is. It's probably the one with Explosion, Earthquake, Ancient Power, right? Earthquake, Rock Tomb, Facade, Explosion. Ugh. Ancient Power, Explosion, Focus Punch. Focus Punch. Okay, lock in. We're going for Brick Break. We just go for damage. I ain't getting Focus Punched, because that's a guaranteed one-shot. That did nothing. Ugh, I don't love that. I should have... See, like, in that scenario, it's like, darn, I should have switched to Bastion, but he easily could have Ancient Powered me, right? So it's kind of a toss-up. To be honest, I'll take the 1v1. Here's the question. Do I go Bastion or do I go Oxide? I think I go Bastion, right? Yeah, I go Bastion here. He feels a little safer. Crud. Okay, never mind. We're switching back into Oxide. Unfortunate. That's the decision I made. But it is what I made. Oh, thank God I swapped. Holy crap, thank God I swapped. Beaveries, I'll go ahead and I'll let you know, buddy. Like, I'll be honest, I watch a lot of Pokemon YouTubers, probably way too many, so I'll let you know what I think, man. I'm sure you'll be fine, but I'll give you some feedback. Yes, Rich, we love the crits around here. Unless they're for them. We don't love their crits, I like my crits. Get them out of here. Nice little defense boost for the boys. Yes, sir, yes, sir. I'll go for a Toxic now. This thing is only crunched. I don't think there is a Sceptile with Choice Band. In fact, I'm certain there isn't, but it feels like this one has it. I think what I'm going to do is go another Iron Defense here, and then depending on what item this guy has, if it's Shell Bell, I know it does not have Earthquake, and then I can go Amnesia instead. Shoot. Okay, that actually works out. So the fact that we saw Detect there means that this is the Leaf Blade Detect Dragon Claw Crunch set. Oxide should be safe to get a +6/+6 here. Turbo, you want a normal Ho-Oh from Colo, a Lugia from XD, a man after my own heart, and then shiny variants from Naval Rock in Gen 3. That would be so freaking cool, man. Heck yes. I would love to do that. I have a little rule with myself. Because I have a full living dex all obtained through the games, like legitimate methods, I'm not going to bother with the mythicals. I only have 382 out of 386 Pokemon on this copy of Ruby. However, I do eventually want to get the mythicals, and I think I'm going to go with, if I want them, I have to shiny hunt them. So for Jirachi, it'll be Wishmaker. Lord help me now. Mew will just be at Birth Island, I think is what it's called, or whatever island Mew is on. And then Deoxys will be on his island as well in Fire Red Leaf Green, and I'll get them all shiny. Celebi is going to be the tough one, because traditionally Celebi is shiny locked in Gen 3. However, I know that you can do like a Palm Egg Berry glitch to hatch eggs until it becomes shiny, so I'll just do that for it. Alright, there we go. That is +6/+6 Oxide against the final Pokemon of this guy's team. There's not much that can threaten me here. Only like one-hit KO moves. And I don't think this has any. Okay. Let's just start tossing, right? Yep. Spam the toss. Maybe I go for a Toxic, just so I can avoid those flinches from Crunch, but I honestly don't think it's worth my time. Well, maybe it is. So, in the event that I get crit and I get one-shot, I would love to have Toxic up so that maybe I can luck out and get the Toxic to take him out. So let's do it. Yeah, let's see what happens here. Very nice. Happy to see that. Leftovers or Lumberry? Lumberry. Unfortunate. Okay, we go again. Lumberry Mence. What moves does Lumberry Mence have? Lumberry Mence is Dragonclaw, Earthquake, Crunch, and Rest. So you know what? Yeah, I like this play. I like going for the Toxic. Although right now what would be nice is if it goes for a Rest, it's stuck asleep. That would be really nice. Okay, this could be good here. Yeah, this will work. Because if it gets stuck asleep... Yeah, Bastion's doing like 36%. Okay, here we go. There's the Rest, that's fine. We'll just toss him down a couple times. Turbo, you're thinking that sounds like the play, eh? Celebi is tough. Exactly. So for me with these mythicals, you absolutely could just inject them into your game and then you've got them. But I think that for whatever reason in my head, I want to earn these Pokemon, right? I earned my Ho-Oh, I earned my Lugia, I got all the Gen 3 games to get them. I think if I'm going to bother going for this pure living dex, I want to feel like I got everyone. Fish Andrews. Lumberry Meds sounds like a restaurant dish. Yeah. Would you like your meds with lumberry or with some leftovers? Rest again? Okay. So I should be just one shot away here. I don't think this toss gets it. It's gonna be close. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's like 1 HP, right? Yeah, there's hardly anything left. Very nicely done, Oxide. Wow. So this started off a little spooky with that Regirock, but we managed to pull it back. That is a 55 win streak, guys. Looking pretty good here. We'll be up to 56. This is, I think, the 7th, right? Number 7. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Oxide's serving up some dishes. Most of them are served cold. Okay, dude. I don't even want to say it, but all of you know exactly what I'm thinking. There is a Pokemon I don't want to see off lead here. So just chill out, Expert Joel. Ooh, that's the first one of those we've seen. Okay. What? I don't even remember what my plan is against Metagross. I think it's Shedinja, right? Because there's only 2 of them that can possibly hurt me. Yeah. There are only 2 Metagrosses that can hurt Shedinja. So let's go with Shedinja. And if it is the 2 that can hurt him, 1 out of those 2 Registeel can set up against just fine. Psychic. Okay, that does not tell me anything. They all have Meteor Mash and Psychic. This could still be any single one of them. So I'm gonna just go for the double team. Hyper Beam, that tells me everything I need to know, right? Oh, guys. This Metagross has Meteor Mash, Psychic, Earthquake, Hyper Beam with a Quick Claw. You know what that means? That means Shedinja's safe. Okay. Yes. I love you, Shed. I love you. I'm gonna go for Sword Stance just in case he swaps out of nowhere. The fact that he is not switching right now tells me that it is extremely likely that there is no Pokemon in the back that can hurt Shedinja. But I like getting that single Sword Stance off just in case. I'm right with you there, Turbo. I want to earn these guys. I want to feel like I worked for them. It's Skitty. Joplin, get the crap out of here with your Skitties. Oh, man. No, it's Delcatty. At this high of a level, I think it might still be possible to run into Delcatties and, like, Linoons and crap like that, but I just think it's such a low percent. Max HP for Mence is 202. That piece of crap had 2 HP left then. That's ruthless. Thanks for the heads up, KT. That's something good to know. So I kind of now have to hedge my bets that I don't 4-shot Immense with Seismic Toss. Scorpa, for Celebi and Jirachi, you followed I'm a Blissy's video. Now, I'm kind of interested in this. I've heard that he did a e-reader event. And I absolutely would be down with an e-reader event, and I would still want to shiny hunt them. But if that's like another way of doing it, that would be kind of cool, right? Plug the e-reader in and go after it. What did you do for it, Scorpa? Yeah, this is looking like a Bastion sweep here for the final round. Let's see. We are going to do one more set of 7 after this. We are doing one more set. It's going to be a bit of a later stream than I normally do. It'll probably be about a 2.5 hour instead of the tight 2 that I like to go for, but we are on a roll here that I do not want to see end. Look at this. Look at this bug. One shot in everybody. 1 HP and a dream right here. 1 HP and a dream. And that's a free KO. Look at that. Okay, guys. That's 56. If our only goal was to get all the ribbons on our Pokemon, we would have finished it right here and now. But obviously, we know what the true goal is. I want that 100 streak trophy. I want the gold trophy in my secret base. What do I get? That's 2 choice fans in a row. Okay. I think I have still enough space, right? Yeah, I do. I have another space in my bag. Let's go for it. Let's get after it. This is it, guys. This is the final set. He made it so you battle them. I like that, Scorpo. That's pretty good. I like the idea of a special encounter. A dream and a HP. 1 HP is all it takes. It's all you need. You only need 1. And then you'll be fine. Focus Sash has proved that. God, I wish Focus Sash was in this. You already know Bastion would have Focus Sash on right now. Oh, that would be... How much better do you think this team would be if Bastion could have Focus Sash in Gen 3? I think this could actually be a good, like, a solid team. I definitely would have not lost a lot of... I would have had many more streaks. Alright, let's lock in, guys. It's Expert Marv time. Pert. Okay. So, what I've learned about Pert is there are more Swamperts that can one-shot Rend than there are Swamperts that can hurt Shedinja. So I switch into Bastion here, and we'll try and feel out what set this is. See if we can get anything from what he does. Mirror Coat. That's a pretty uncommon move on Pert. I feel like we can figure out what this is. One sec. Mirror Coat Swampert. Oh, that's looking good. Okay, that's looking good. Okay, that's looking really good. This cannot hurt me. I'm going for the team. There's the swap. Let's see what we got. We now know... Alright, well, we now know that Bastion can 1v1 the Swampert in the back. However, I have a double team set up. There is no world where I am switching this Shedinja out right now, because this Blaziken can one-shot Registeel and Rend in the back. So we're just going for the Aerial Ace. If he misses me, if I crit, if he hits the wrong move, we get out of this. But before I do anything, we gotta update the counter. That is 3 Blazikens encountered. Here we go. Let's see it. Ah, of course he hits. Of course he hits the Blaze Kick. Unfortunate. Ooh, this might not be ideal, guys. This might not be ideal. Alright, we're going for the return here. Right? We go for the return here? Yeah, every time. Every time. Every time. There's a crit chance. There's a miss chance. He could do not a fighting move. Oh, it's this one. Okay, it's this one. We might get bailed out here again. We might get bailed out here again. There's a world where we get out of this, guys. It's unfortunate that we lost Shedinja, considering that we know for a fact that he could have 1v1 that Swampert guaranteed. I think Rend lives in Earthquake. I think I live here, to be honest. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, that's another Blaziken down. The only issue is that the Swampert in the back is Muddy Water, Mudshot, Mirror Coat, Ice Beam. I think Registeel can do this. I think Registeel can do this. However, I do not want Registeel. I don't want to switch Registeel in on a big move, so I'm actually just going to go for an Icy Wind here, lower this thing's speed. Because I have the fastest Registeel in the West, I will now outspeed this thing. Okay. Yep. There goes Rend. But that's okay. Yeah, you can Shell Bell up all you want. It's all onto Oxide here, guys. It's all onto Oxide. But we've got a Blaziken down, and I have a good feeling about this Swampert. I think we can get through this. Let's go for an Iron Defense. I am faster, so I am not taking any big damage. I'm glad I went for that Icy Wind. Ah, I don't like that he's Ice Beaming, though. That makes me worried. Makes me really want to go for a Toxic ASAP. Just in case. Okay, in fact, you know what? I'm going to go for the Toxic right now. I'm going to be greedy with my defenses, and I'm going for that Toxic. Very nice. Okay, that's a clock. That's a guaranteed clock set up. Oh, that's a bailout. We got bailed out by that mirror coat. As many mirror coats as we can see would be the dream here. Amnesia. +2/+2. Oof, good amnesia. Nice. And I don't have to worry about accuracy drops as well because of Clear Body, which is just an absurdly good ability. Fast Registeel is the new meta, Beaveries. I don't know about all that, man. I would absolutely trade the Hasty Nature for pretty much any other nature possible. Let's go for another one of these. Forgot to mention, but you were super impressed with all the steps taken for the Registeel and the netball. Thank you, Joplin. That actually means a lot because it was such a grind. Like, not just the fact that I had to spend 50 minutes catching the thing, but the amount of strategy and the work I put into the team to make sure that he would be guaranteed, like as close to guaranteed as possible. It was months of work. I spent months while I was hunting Zangoose thinking about what I was going to do for the Registeel catch. Okay, we're back up to full HP, and we didn't get frozen. This is looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good against this Swampert right now, y'all. And the fact that I outspeed is going to be really nice for the final turn. So that's 3. Let's do 2 more of these iron defenses, just in case he starts mud-shotting. Yeah, he's only doing 4 to me every turn with an Ice Beam. Which means he's healing like 1 with Shell Bell. Yeah, you don't even see his HP move after the Shell Bell, which feels good. The setup for a shiny hunt can be so much fun. I agree, Katie. The idea of like the fact that you spend time thinking about how you want to catch it, what ball you want, your strategy for it. Like personally, I looked up catch chances and like how low I had to get it was so cool. I had so much fun planning these things out. I have little notes all over the place in my book of what my plan is going to be to deal with them. And the fact that it went off without a hitch was so nice. Didn't fail a single shiny throughout the entire DTQ. Okay, there we go. Nice. Oh, nice. Okay. Starmie does not have a lot of HP. I feel like 3, maximum 4 tosses is going to do this. Turbo, your shiny Hariyama on Sapphire has a 0 attack IV. You poor man. Oh, that's painful. However, that's nothing a nice little belly drum, you know. There are some things you can do. I don't like Ice Beam here. Maybe I do go for a Toxic just in case. Yeah. I'm going for it. I'm going for a Toxic. I don't want to get... No. At this point, 1 more Seismic Toss knocks out, so either way, no matter what happens, this should be the final turn. Beautiful. Yeah, that's rough, Turbo, but maybe you do some belly drum action. I don't know. There's ways around it, trust me. As you know, Registeel has some horrible IVs, and he still makes it work, so you might be able to get away with it. Joplin, the Super Fang leftover skill swap. Yeah, man, it was skill swap, and then Trick, and then I flashed him down 6 times with Alakazam, intimidate him down 6 times with Masquerain. I had to haze once because he got 3 boosts in a row, but it's pretty. It was a lot of fun. Or was that my test capture I had to haze? Because I did a couple tests with it as well. Maybe that was the test capture I hazed. I honestly can't remember. Okay, that's 57. What do we got? Ooh. Reginaldo Ice. Here's a cool question. What are the odds Rend can do a one-shot into this thing with a Brick Break? Or I guess any move. Not great. Not great at all. So you know what? We're going in Dockside. I ain't risking that. Pacifist Hariyama. Yeah, exactly. Ooh, double team. Is this... Hang on a sec. Which Regice is this? Which one has double team? Is this the safe one? Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, double team, rest. Yep, this is the safe one. Okay. We'll just do a little bit of a rotating door here. There's that rest. Okay. Yeah. I have a feeling this thing's gonna switch out. What are the odds this guy switches into a Blaziken? Pretty good, right? I'm going for an Aerial Ace. He didn't switch. Oh. This might be a Bastion Sweep. Okay, I like the fact that I went for that Ace, though. I like that a lot. I think... Ooh, I wonder if that's the new play. Is to hedge my bets for what's coming in, which generally the things I'm afraid of are fighting types, and I just start going for the Aerial Ace. Hey? We're going to start going with that, folks. We're going to start trying that out and seeing how that goes for when I think the Pokemon's about to swap. I'm going to start going for Aerial Ace. A 31 IV in Heart. That's right, Jake. I don't know. I think there's still things you can do with Hariyama. You could make him super tanky with, like, Curse. Curse. He gets Curse, right? I think so. You could do some stuff with him. He's not dead in the water. Hey, Rad Dad! Rad Dad Online, my first ever subscriber. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. It's a bit late. No, it's not. Never mind. You're on the East Coast as well. You and I are just fine. We're good. It's Rich who it's late for. But yeah, man, hope you're doing well. We've had a good stream. We started today at 42 wins. We are up to 57. If things continue this well, we'll be finishing up tonight at 63. So I got high hopes for this. Few more of these double teams and we'll be good to go, y'all. Okay. Last one of these, and then we get to see what this guy has in the back. What the heck would this guy have in the back that he is not switching into? There aren't many Pokemon that... Like, a set of 3 Pokemon, all of which can't hurt Bastion, feels very rare. More often than not, I feel like I kind of have to do a lot of switching, feel things out, see what's what. But it looks like I'm getting kind of bailed out here. One more of these. There we go. There goes Regice. Do you guys say Reg Ice or Reggie Ice? I know it's supposed to be Regice, but every once in a while I still default into the Reggie Ice. Okay, Ludicolo, get out of here. That's a one-shot. Not even close. That fool. What else you got? Heracross. Okay. Alright, well, this thing could have had Rock Tomb, but I guess this one didn't. What's funny is I actually didn't need any of those boosts. One Sword Stance would have been enough to knock him out. Okay. Here we go. We are moving up to 58 here, folks. Turbo, you go with Reg Ice, not Reggie Ice. Dude, it's so hard. As a kid, I always called him Reggie Ice, and I have to, like, self-correct. What do we got, Mindy? Oh, no, dude. No, I don't like Seeking at all, man. I don't want to get horn drilled. I don't want to get pecked. Oh. Dude, I hate Seeking so much. I hate him. Let's go for a dance. Let's see what Ren can do here. Jake, you're with me with the Reggie Ice? I love it. Ooh, agility. Okay. I should one-shot from here, though. Yep, I do. Do I get greedy? No, I don't. Not against Horn Drill. I should have got greedy. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We get the free one-shot. Listen here, Joplin. Peck is scary when I have a Shedinja with 1 HP. I am a little worried about Peck. I can't lie to you. We haven't had a Ren sweep in a while. And we're not gonna. Get out of here. I ain't messing with this. I'm going into Oxide, getting a Toxic up, and forgetting about Dusclops. It's the Earthquake one. Okay. This could go bad. I won't lie to you. This could go bad. What does this Dusclops probably have if it has Earthquake? It does not have Burn. Okay, that's huge. The fact that this thing doesn't have a Burn is massive, but I still want to get these, I want to get these defenses up as quick as possible. Dude, that's doing like 20% to me. I don't like that very much. Reggie Nice, yeah. I nearly called Oxide Reginald, but it was like, dude, come on, that's not original at all, and Oxide sounds way cooler. This thing is choice locked, apparently, into this Earthquake right now, and I'm not feeling it. At least this isn't the one with skill swap, so I don't have to worry about him becoming immune to poison. Yeah, I'll just start going for these defenses. Dude, quit it with the Earthquake. Hit something else. You're killing me, Dusky. There we go. That's what I want to see. More of this stuff. Give me some free turns. Give me a nice Shadow Ball. Come on. Give me stuff like that. That's what I want to see. Glad to hear the family's doing well for you. Both Rich and Rad Dad, my two fathers on the internet. Which would be very weird because you guys are within my age group, so hope you guys are doing well. Oh, hey, Double T. Good to see you, pal. Dude, tonight's going well, man. As you can see, we're up to 58. We had a couple of really close ones earlier, but the squad has managed to really clutch up for us in these last couple of games, and I'm really keen with how it's looking. I've got a good feeling that tonight we're going to finish off at 63, and then come Saturday's stream, we're going to be going for that new record, potentially up to the 70. Mitch, what resource do I use to view the opposing mon stats, movesets, etc.? Bulbapedia has a list of all of the Pokemon that can be in the Ruby Sapphire Battle Tower, and then I just look up the Pokemon I'm against using like Control F, and then I look through each of the sets to try and figure out which one I'm up against. But yeah, Bulbapedia is pretty good. I can drop the link in here actually. Just one sec. Copy this into here. Go into here. Here you go, Mitchell. That is what I'm looking at most times. Yeah, Double T is a long-time viewer of the Osiris, the Charlies. It's good to see you guys. Holy crap, we haven't seen a Glalie all night. This is cool. This is sick. I just go for a Toxic, just in case, right? Yeah. Earthquake Glalie. I feel like last time I looked at Glalie, he didn't have Explosion in Ruby and Sapphire. No, he doesn't, but he does have Hail. Yeah, he has Hail, so I definitely want to get some passive damage up here. Yeah, no worries, Mitchell. Yeah, step your game up. I just think it's really nice because when I'm playing with a Pokemon like Shedinja, I kind of have to know what I'm afraid of, what I'm up against, what has Hail, what doesn't, things like that. And having that Bulbapedia article available is really nice. I often, as well, will have Pokemon Showdown up in a tab, just in case I'm scared of something or I'm unsure of the calcs. At this point, I'm pushing nearly 1,000 wins total in Ruby and Sapphire, so I have a lot of the calculations just in my head. But if there's any that are kind of rare, ones that I'm unsure of, I'll pop that set into Pokemon Showdown, and I'll just do a little damage calc. Oh, there you go. Joplin, Eisen Calc is a really good resource. All the Emerald opponent sets are in there. Yeah, nice. Okay. Do you know if Ruby and Sapphire... Is that the one you sent me, Joplin, that had Ruby and Sapphire? I don't remember the name of it, but I checked out the one you sent me, which was really helpful as well. Yes, Rad Dad. The gang is pretty much all here. We've got a really nice group of folks that are kind of building together on this channel. and I absolutely love it. I've been having a blast with these streams, and it's really nice to have you guys here with me. Yes, Mitchell, I'm glad that you checked out Joplin's interview on Nighthawk's channel. It's really cool to hear some insight on these guys that have these world record level streaks, because I'm over here just jonesing for 100, and these guys are pushing 200, right? Which is just insane to think about. Okay, that's number 4, so we are now up to 59 wins in a row. Ooh, I hate when they say the word rock. It always scares me. I don't want to see Reggie Rock here. Don't do it. Alright, Gavin, show me what you got. Ooh, Machamp, eh? So, the rule with these kind of fighting types, Blaziken, Heracross, Breloom, Machamp, is so many of them get... So many of them get Focus Punch. So by going for return, I'm not only guaranteed to get good chip damage, but if they go for that Focus Punch, then I can just take them out for free and clear. So we really want to see this Machamp go for a Focus Punch right now. Unfortunate. That likely means I'm getting cross-chopped. And I'm probably losing Rend. Let's see. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Okay. There's no way that I don't take this out right now, right? Come on, Ren. Don't let me down, buddy. You're my best pal. Yes! That's a Machamp out of here, guys. That's a Machamp. Massive threat. Oh, Starmie. Starmie. Okay. Starmie, eh? I think I'm gonna switch, to be honest, into Bastion, because this thing's a little spooky. Unless it has Confuse Ray. Rest. Does a Starmie that has Rest also have Confuse Ray? That's the big question right now. No. 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 No, and we're safe. Okay. Go for a double team, just in case he swaps. Very nice, guys. Looks like we might have another W here. Oh, Sir Auric. I feel like I remember seeing you leave a comment on one of my streams saying that you went for the Registeel build that I have with Camerupt, right? How's that going for you, man? Is it working out? Michael Gomez, I just appreciate having you here, buddy. I really appreciate you having here. The space is all yours. I'm just the monkey dancing around. Joplin, the one you sent is for Ruby Sapphire. Yeah, it has all the movesets. And that's something I noticed, is that one is more complete than Bulbapedia's. So I should probably start using the one you sent me. Rich, you're hoping to see the squad in the Worlds chat? Absolutely, I'm going to be there, man. You already know I'm going to be watching Worlds. I kind of think I would love to have it when I stream Saturday, if I could have just, like, in this little corner, a tiny, tiny little mini viewer of the World stream going on, but I don't think I'm allowed. I think you have to ask for permission to restream it, which would be so cool, but, you know. Yeah, Joplin, Emerald stuff is way more streamlined. Emerald is a much more solved game than Ruby and Sapphire, for sure, but I'm happy with this goofy little game with my goofy little team. Rad Dad, you're happy the streams are getting the coverage they do? I'm blown away, and I owe everything to the three titans of my experience online in the Pokemon YouTube space. Number one is Nighthawk. The fact that Nighthawk asked me to be his first guest on his podcast was mind-blowing, and it has done wonders for the streams and for the channel, and I wouldn't have half of you guys here hanging out with me if it wasn't for him. And then obviously Osiris, Lee, and Chizingdra Charlie have been phenomenal influences on the way I want to hold the stream. So those three guys are kind of like the inspiration for me. Oh, and obviously Twisted Motive as well. Just having Twisted Motive around for his knowledge about these games has been insanely helpful. The guy is a resource all on his own. Double T, you're going to be tuning in for Worlds? Hell yeah, I love to hear it. Yeah, Beavries, that's true. Yeah, it took a while, but we got through this one, guys. That's another big win. That's a 60-win streak. Yes, that's another 10 streak out of the way. Oh, I'm so excited. Here we go. All right. So, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so we're at 60 for sure. Rend is beyond clutch. Get rid of that Machamp. Happy to see it. Joplin, I don't think the natures are predetermined. I think they're random, buddy. And I have, if we go back through the streams, I think I might compile a little clip of it, but I have proof that there are certain Pokemon that I 100% outspeed, but didn't get outsped, and they do not have Quick Claw. I have a feeling that they're random, but I'll be right back, guys. I just have to grab myself another water, and then we're going to get into these final 3. I tell you, that's one thing that they don't warn you about streaming, is that by talking this much, your mouth and your throat dry out so bad. But that's alright, we're back into it. Yeah, Ren doesn't fear much, Rich, except anything that looks at him the wrong way and then he falls over. Yeah, I know it's getting late for you guys here, so don't push yourselves too hard. We're gonna be rounding this out, and if tomorrow, you know, if you do gotta scoot, and tomorrow you're wondering what happened, all you gotta do is just skip a little bit along and look at these last 3, but here we go. Sailor Peter. What do we think Sailor Peter's gonna have? I think we're gonna see this guy lead with a... Breloom. Ooh, okay. This is good. This is good. We're happy to see this. Please don't trace immunity. Very, very good. Okay, this is a free KO with Oxide, right? Sir Auric, it was camera up. That's what I thought, man. Very, very cool. Gomez, you're saying... Mike, you're saying you got a shiny Camerupt. What should you build? I kind of like the idea of a tanky Camerupt, you know? Maybe getting, like, some defense boosts in there, but honestly, Overheat is such an insanely strong move. I think you'd be hard-pressed not to include Overheat on your build. I haven't really looked into Camerupt much myself, but having, like, a split attacker with Earthquake and Overheat sounds really good to me. Maybe even, like, Amnesia, and if it gets, like, a defense-boosting move with the leftovers, that could be pretty top-notch. Oh, we're getting snatched here. Okay, I gotta get a Toxic up ASAP. I don't want to deal with this. Thank you so much, Double T. I appreciate it. I'm having a blast, man. Streaming this Ruby Battletower challenge to you guys has made it infinitely more fun. I was always doing it for the longest time, but man, is it ever a blast having you guys here along the ride with me. Auric, you're trying to stop them Earthquake spams. You got a Timid with HP, EV, you have an HP IV maxed out, and you're EV'd into defense and special defense. I like that idea a lot. I like a good tanky Camerupt who can still hit back pretty hard. It's really cool. Turbo, you're happy you chose me. I was so blown away when he said, like, hey man, are you interested in coming on? I couldn't believe it, because I've been watching this guy for a while now, and it's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like your favorite band inviting you up onto stage to sing a song with them. It was just so cool. I had an absolute blast with him. I think we really bounced off each other well, so it was really good to talk to him and to open up a more a friendly dialogue rather than a parasocial viewing, you know what I mean? Now, to be fair, Nighthawk's always been a very friendly, open person to hang out with, so that was just like the next step, which I liked a lot. Amnesia and Defense Curl. Like Oxide. Yeah, okay. You nicknamed him Ruby, eh, Auric? I like the sound of that, man. I'm glad that Oxide can inspire you to do some tanky foolishness, because it is a lot of fun. Okay, I gotta get some Iron Defenses up, because this will be my last Amnesia. I'll be +6 now. Now I just spam Iron Defense until this Guardy goes down. Overheat is a great pick. I like it, Michael. I like it a lot. Personally, I like it a lot more if you can run White Herb so that you can do it twice. But depending on how you use your Camerupt, right? Like, if you're not leading Camerupt and you kind of have him in the back as sort of similar to how I use Oxide, if you have him in the back as sort of your backbone, your pillar, and he can come out and just annihilate something that's a problem Pokemon for you, like, let's say you have it so you can switch in against a problem Pokemon, and you know for a fact your Overheat can knock him out, that's really good, because then you still have Earthquake. You know, you've lowered your special attack, but you still have Earthquake ready to go, because it's physical. So it's a nice little trade-off, but I'd have to look into it. These are just, again, I'm more of a vibes player. I don't look too much at the calculations of everything. If you really wanted to min-max it, you'd have to look into what you're afraid of and what your best matchups are. But I do think Camerupt can have a good place on a well-rounded team. Can't overlook speed against many ground types because you fear Earthquake. Yeah, that's a good point, Auric. Yeah, you're definitely afraid of the ground moves. Ooh. But maybe one of your team members is like a flyer or a levitator to get around that, so you can do a little bit of creative switching. Yeah, let's go for this Toxic here. Beavries, you're thinking Flamethrower over Overheat? Yeah, I could see that. I also like the burn chance on Flamethrower. If you're going for a tanky build, you don't want to be lowered with special attack. Yeah, I could absolutely see the argument for that. I think they're both solid moves. I just think Overheat gives you that little bit of extra reach that sometimes you need with Pokemon who aren't min-maxed in their special attack, right? If you're going to have a tanky Camerupt, you might need that little bit of extra damage. Although, to be fair, you might just be able to tank an extra hit and do another Flamethrower without having to worry about it. That's fair. Overheat has low PP. Yeah, I think it maxes out at 8 Beavries. You're right as well on that one. Maybe test it out. Yeah, run a few tests. I mean, Flamethrower, you can get Flamethrower from the casino, right? So maybe start with Overheat, see how you feel, and then if you need to swap it out, you can just change it over. Camerupt has Amnesia for special defense. Oh, Auric, don't worry about spam in chat, man. Not a problem at all, buddy. No one's worried about that, man. We're all just hanging out and having a chat. No such thing as spam in the chat. Especially when we're talking about Pokemon. Okay, it looks like... Dude, I can't remember the last time I fought up against a Cacturn in this challenge, right? Feels like it's been a while, so I'm feeling pretty good about going up against this goofball. Alright, get out of here, Cacturn. Oh, he's still alive. Oh well. Ooh, Dynamic Punch could have been bad, but even then, I should have been okay. I would have been okay. Alright, final Pokemon of this set. Ooh, Ludicolo. I want to get a Toxic up ASAP on this thing. Because if it starts double teaming, if it starts diving, setting up Rain Dance with leftovers, Rain Dish, and yada yada yada, I want to have a clock. I want to have a guaranteed clock to knock out a Ludicolo every time. And no Lumberry. Alright. Guys, I'm not going to jinx it, but it's looking like we're pushing 61. In fact, I am going to jinx it. I'm going to replace it right now. We are at 61 wins. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, set up your double team. See if I care. Yeah, this is... You know what? I think this is Nighthawk's, like, worst enemy of a set. It's the Ludicolo with... Or no, I think he hates the dive one. With Rain Dance, Dive, Toxic, Double Team. That's the one he hates the most. But this... We're getting close. Six Eyes, you want to try a team with Ludicolo and Ruby Sapphire Emerald Frontier? So, me too, man. I think Ludicolo is so uniquely infuriating. I would love to play with one on my team, but I would have to build a new team for him, because right now, like, this is my Ruby team. My Emerald team is my Marowak Ninjask Skarmory team. So I'm not 100% sure, but I know for a fact I want one. Beaveries, there's a couple options you can go with the moveset. Yeah. Best to look at which other Pokemon you want to use. That's a great point, Beaveries. Figure out what your team's going to look like, what you need your camera up to do, and then build around that. That's kind of the best way to build a team. I like that a lot. That's kind of what you have to do if you want high streaks, to be honest. You have to have a well-rounded team, even though I'm here pushing with Shedinja and Zangoose. Okay, first Pokemon of this guy. What do we got? That's funny. I thought I mentioned this on our last fight that Breloom was going to be the first guy. So same thing, we go for damage. All right, so not seeing a Focus Punch there is kind of annoying. But I think we have a good chance here of living this. Yeah, we live this unless he gets a dirty, nasty crit. Very nice. Ooh, is this Salak? Salak. Is that a problem? I think that's a problem. Let me look at this. Sludge Bomb with Salak. I feel like we did this last week, and this one cannot hurt Shedinja, right? This is the one that can't hurt me. Correct. Okay, we switch. We go into Bastion here, folks. Whew. Brian, am I shiny hunting anything these days? Yes, sir, I am. I am currently working on shiny hunting a perfect 5 IV Marowak in Emerald through egg hatching. It's a very long process. A fella by the name of Twisted Motive has a phenomenal video on it. I would highly recommend checking it out. I went for an Aerial Ace here because I was worried that this thing was about to switch out, so I was kind of reading the switch here. I'm regretting it right now. I'm wishing I had gone for a double team instead. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to switch into Oxide until I can confirm if this thing can hurt Bastion or not. Yeah, Ludicolo is awesome. Xavier, you just came back from a dental appointment. Can't even feel your mouth. Oof. Are you like, is it one-sided or is it the whole thing, man? Hopefully you didn't have anything too invasive there, pal. Otherwise, you're going to be drinking your meals from a straw for the next week. I think I'm just going to go for a Toxic. Okay, wait a minute. Double Team Thunderbolt. Isn't this the one that can't hurt me? I feel like we just played this game, right? Yes, Oxide, I know you're paralyzed. Double Team Thunderbolt. I've got a feeling that we're safe here. Yes, we are. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Get in there, Bastion. You're currently trying to build a timid Raikou with Hidden Power Ice. Xavier, that would be so insanely good. So you would have, like, Calm Mind, Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Ice, maybe, like, Crunch or something? That's a solid sounding set, man. I love that. Okay, let's get the double teams out. Have you seen the pic of a guy holding a giant leaf with a Lotad next to him? I don't think I have, Six Eyes. Is that, like, an official Pokemon art? Give us a link? Sure, guys, yeah. I'm going to link Twisted Motive's video right now about how to get a perfect 5 IV Pokemon in Emerald. It is not easy. Like, you have to understand, this is a brutal hunt that will take you a very long time, but holy crap, is it ever cool. And he did it with a Salamence as well. So, like, that tells you just how devoted this guy was. So, there's that. And I'm just going to do another one of these. Send this to you guys in the chat right here. And we're laughing. There you go. Okay. Once again, folks, I don't love mentioning it just because I know what it sounds like as a viewer, but if you got the chance, if you got the time and you're enjoying it, drop a like, drop a sub. It helps out a small channel like mine an absolute metric ton. It is so helpful for the channel. The fact that we've been seeing these steady increases in likes and subs has just been so cool. I really appreciate it. Brian, you saw that video. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Like, I was already going for... I wanted to have an egg hatch, right? I knew I wanted to hatch an egg Pokemon, an Emerald Shiny. So I went with Marowak because I had one completely wipe me out in the Battle Factory right when I was about to get my gold symbol. So I went ahead and I said, you know what? I want one of these. So I started hatching eggs. I'm going to shiny hunt one. But then Motive released his video and I knew I just had to go for it. There we go. Joplin, you don't have as much experience with Ruby and Sapphire. Those rounds, they weren't max IVs. No, these were like 50 plus wins because the IVs are based on how high your win streak is, but these guys were all maxed out 100%. And it's the same thing with calculations as well, where like if you look at how much damage you should do, sometimes it just doesn't do the damage you expect because their natures are random. And there was another fella who left a comment on my channel and said that he was doing the Ruby Sapphire glitch to get like the berries, and all of the natures were wrong. Okay, that's a free win, guys. That was a Bastion sweep. I love a good Bastion sweep. We're up to 62. So wait, is this the final battle of the night? Oh, okay. Guys, this could be it. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it, pal. All the likes help, for sure, just like Rich said. This pressure, static. Okay. This is it. This is the final battle of the night. One way or another, we're done here. Let's see what we're fighting. Okay. All right, we just did this. We know the strat. We go for damage. This could even one-shot, depending on if I get lucky or not. I got Effect Spored, but I have a Lumberry. The scary thing here is if now he goes for Spore, I am SOL. Oh, there goes Rend. Uh-oh. Brick Break is bad. I think I'm done for there. In fact, I know I am. So what Breloom has Brick Break? You don't see that too often, so I'm guessing there's only one. There's that one. Yes, it is just one. There is only one Breloom with Brick Break. And it has Focus Punch and Spore. Okay. So the fact that this thing is now very low HP and it has Spore, I have a feeling, and it's Salak popped, I don't think it's going to switch, guys. I got a feeling this thing's going to stay in and try and Spore me to death, so I'm just going to immediately go for a double team. Crud. Okay, crap it hard. It swapped. Oh, and it swapped to Rhydon. This is one of the this is a very difficult Pokemon for me to fight. This is a very difficult Pokemon for me to fight. I think, honestly, I'm going to just go for the Sword Stance so that I can get some damage off with Shadow Ball. Let's see it. Okay. Okay, there's the Horn Drill. Okay. We know that this is now a Horn Drill Rhydon. Honestly, I think all of them have Horn Drill, so I don't think that tells me anything. No, it does. It does tell me. This one only has Rock Slide. So I'm just going to start going for some damage. And it has Quick Claw. Okay, there's the Quick Claw Mega Horn. Let's see. That's 50%. Okay. Oh my god, the fact that it didn't get the Quick Claw there is beyond huge. Here we go, guys. We might be okay here. We might get away with this. This is not easy. Show me the Breloom. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it beyond all reason. I hate it. Okay, I have to switch. Hold on. Wait, before I do. Does Dusclops learn Pursuit? If Dusclops learns Pursuit, I am not switching right now. It does not. We're switching into Oxide. We are switching into Oxide. Come on. All we need is a Toxic here. So glad I didn't attack. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad I didn't attack. There's the Toxic. Ooh, okay, it's the one with Earthquake. Oh, I still don't love this. It would have been so nice if Rend was still up and I could have got an Icy Wind, because then I would have guaranteed outsped. Whereas right now, Shedinja does not outspeed this Dusclops because it has speed investment. Yeah, Bastion is a beauty. Xavier, you lost to a Suicune with Dive, Toxic, Double Team, and Protect. Oh, that is filthy, man. What a disgusting set. I hate that. Okay, there's the Blizzards. If ever there was a time to have Toxic active and going, it's right now. Let me get these iron defenses up, please. Yes, Rich, this is going to be the end of the stream, one way or another. As long as this Dusclops doesn't take out Registeel, which it's not looking like it's gonna, we should be okay here. Oh, guys, how cool would it be to be at 63 wins for Saturday's stream? We're pushing the new PB on Saturday. On stream, our best yet is 66. I think we can break that this coming Saturday for sure. What is this? Two more turns? Okay, we just got to survive this turn. Nice. Okay. That pretty much locks it up, right? There's nothing that can happen now. That is 63 wins, and I will bring it to the attention of the stream, because as of right now, we've done it. We made it to 63. We only saw 3 Blazikins for the entire set. There were only 3 that we had to deal with. That is absurdly lucky. Like, the chance of that happening is slim to none, considering last time we were above 60, we had seen 6 by now. I will take it. Okay, as we are rounding down here, folks, for the night, I want to thank you all so very much for being here with me, for coming along with this journey. It feels like every stream I get to see more of you guys coming in, more regular faces, more of a community starting to build, new faces coming in as well and joining in on the journey. I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I do, because this has been an absolute blast. But with this knockout here, we lock in the 63 wins, and we are now ready for the personal best stream on Saturday. Thank you guys so much for being here. We beat all 7 trainers. Let's see another... What item are we thinking? Bright Powder? King's Rock. I can sell that for some money. Well, folks, there it is. That's another stream down. We made it. Last time, I'm going to mention it, a like and a sub goes a long way. Thank you all so much for being here. Because we made it to 63 tonight, I will be going live at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday, and it will be a 6-hour stream one way or another. That way it gives us plenty of time to push to 100, even if we lose the streak. So we'll be live from 1 p.m. Eastern Standard to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. I hope I get to see all of you there when it is time for the stream. But with that, folks, I don't think I've got any more housekeeping to do. Thank you all once again for coming out. Joplin, Six Eyes, Scorpa, Rich, Turbo, Michael, Rich, again, because it's so late for you, Rad Dad, everyone who came out tonight. You guys are an incredible thing to have as part of my life. You've been bringing me so much joy, and I hope I can do the same for you. Take care of yourselves, folks, and have a good night. I'll see you when I'm looking at you.